Everyone I do right does me wrong, so every lonely night I sing this song.
I hate you, I love you, I hate that I love you. Don't want to, but I can't put nobody else above you. I hate you, I love you, I hate that I want you. You want her, you need her, and I'll never be.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realized it's on my phone, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday, you forgiven me.
Up the volume.
Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can't none of y'all mirror me back. You hear me rap, it's like
Here we go down, then we go down together. They'll say you could do anything, they'll say that I was clever. Here we go down, then we go down together. We'll get away with everything and show them we are better.
He was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? He was a punk, she did ballet. What more can I say?
Here we go down, then we go down together. They'll say you could do anything, they'll say that I was clever. Here we go down, then we go down together. We'll get away with everything and show them we are better.
You didn't close the door, left a crack open. I couldn't ignore the faint possibility of having hope in this insanity that we still could be, but we're stuck floating in between. Put me on the shelf, discipline myself to let the sparks die out. I'm shattering anything that has reflections of you. Just say you feel the way that I feel. I'm feeling sexual, so we should be sexual. Just say you feel the way that I feel. I'm feeling sexual, so we should be sexual. Just say you feel the way that I feel. I'm feeling sexual, so we should be sexual. Just say you feel the way that I feel. I'm feeling sexual, so we should be sexual.
Educated, with money, he's well dressed, not funny, but he'll put the bill in all situations, cause he pays for everything. Girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money. Boys will laugh at girls when they are not funny. Don't you give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you, let me love you. Everybody, yeah, rock your body right. Respect, alright.
And I would like to get to know you. Can you give me your name? And your number, you'll get mine in exchange. Hey. See, I'm the man of this town, and I hope
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone here. Good morning to absolutely every single person. I hope you guys are fired up, and I hope you guys are excited because we are getting ready to rock and roll. Yes, traders, we are back. It is 7:14 in the market, and we are ready to get dialed in. Happy Monday. Guys, I am absolutely jacked up on this day. I hope you guys are excited as well, and I hope you guys are fired up to see what today brings. I mean, can you just take a look at the markets real quick? Just take a look at the markets real quick. What are we seeing? What do we have? What are you guys realizing at this time? I mean, this market is still giving us an absolutely crazy amount of momentum, amount of crazy opportunity. So, we got to break it all on down. From start to finish, making sure everyone's all good, ready to rock. Guys, we are live over on YouTube today. And the reason why is just because this market is falling, fading, dropping, and I want to help everyone on out. I want to make sure every single person, if you're a member of TradeCaster or not, you are, of course, learning, listening, seeing, getting inside my mind, understanding what we have at this time. I want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. So, happy Money Monday to absolutely everyone. I hope you guys are fired on up. I hope you guys are excited. And I hope you guys are matching the same energy that I'm matching right now. If you guys can, smash that thumbs on up over on the YouTube page. It really helps me on out. I really appreciate it. It helps give the stream a little bit more exposure. And of course, I appreciate you guys just hitting that thumbs on up. It really does help. So, let's talk about today here. And actually, give me 1 second here. We'll be all set, ready to go. All right, so team, as you guys know, right now at this time, the S&P 500 is fading and falling and dropping. We know that we have been seeing weakness in the market, and we really just want to make sure that you guys have a complete understanding about this. Let's break this on down in full force. The S&P 500 has just had one of its biggest two-day drops in history. Yes, guys, you heard that correctly. The biggest two-day drop in history, us leading towards about a 10% drop in 2 days. That is absolutely wild to be thinking about, because a lot of times, guys, the stock market is going to be slow and progressive. Just like when we take a look on the way up. On the way up, what did we realize? We have nice climbs and we have nice pullbacks. And we have nice climbs and we have nice pullbacks. And we have nice climbs and we have nice pullbacks. And we have nice climbs and we have nice pullbacks. And then we have a nice climb, and then it's been pretty steep and then ridiculously steep. We right here have now gone from the price of $567 all the way down towards $595. We have dropped on off. I mean, in total, we have gone from $613 down to $595. In total, we have already fallen about a $120 drop. Now, that is absolutely insane when you think about it. Now, what we need to be thinking about is truly how much lower can the S&P 500 go? That's what we need to be doing at this point right now. How much lower can the S&P 500 go? Well, there's a few different things that we must understand here. For us to be able to figure out this very important question is we have to actually understand what is leading towards the S&P 500 to drop. So again, if we want to figure out where is the bounce play going to be, we need to be able to figure out A, where has there been bounces in the past? B, when we've been in bear markets, how long have they lasted? And C, is there anything that would happen that Trump would reverse roles? Now, we know that the market is falling because Trump has put tariffs onto nearly every country in the world. Now, we've seen China's market absolutely collapse because of this, because they're nervous, they're scared. We've seen our market collapse because of this, because Americans, we're nervous, we're scared. We've been seeing global markets across, again, the entire international world be able to fall and fade. So, what do we need to be thinking about? What do we need to be aware of? If Trump, for some reason, lightens up his policy, at any moment, we could see the market move back on up. But I don't know if Trump's going to do that. We know that, again, when Trump wants to get something done, he likes to get it done in his fashion. That's what he wants. Now, he just came out with a quote yesterday. Someone, again, an interviewer, came up to him yesterday and said, hey, what about the markets falling? He says, sometimes you got to take your medicine. So what does that mean? So what he's basically stating is, it's like, it would be like if you were sick. If you're sick, you got to take your medicine. It doesn't mean you're just going to be healthy right away. It's going to take time. That's kind of what he's seeing at this time. He's seeing that the S&P 500, he's seeing that the our global trade, our trade is sick. We are getting ripped off by China. We're getting ripped off by other countries. Now, if you believe that or not, right, that's up to you. Sure, that's politics. But I'm saying again, Trump is saying the stock market, or again, the way we do business with these international countries are sick. And you know what? We got to take our medicine. And you know what? This medicine may make us a little bit more sick for the time being. But the thing is, it's ultimately going to make us more healthy. So it's one of those take one step back for 10 steps forward. That's the idea. We're going to take a little time back. We're going to scare the markets a little bit. People are going to be in a state of confusion. People are going to be in a state of, I don't know what's actually happening at this time. And being in that part, guess what? We'll see what can be able to come from it. We'll see if we're going to be able to move on up. We'll see if we're going to be able to get any sort of strong spiking from this. So right now, the S&P 500 is in full-on panic mode. Fear is high, and remember, as I stated, it's not because tariffs are a bad thing per se. It's the fact that no one knows what's about to happen next. People are more scared and nervous, and when it comes to your money, let's imagine your life savings, whatever it is. It could be $10,000, it could be $50,000, it could be $100,000, it could be $1,000, it could be $1 million. But what if your life savings was in the stock market, and all of a sudden, no one knows what's going to happen? Your financial advisor says, I have no idea what's going to happen. Right? Everyone on Wall Street says, I don't know what's going to happen. Every single person is asking the same questions. The thing is, traders, when there's uncertainty in the stock market, there is fear. And when there's fear that revolves around money, what do people do? They take their money out and they hold it. They say, I don't want to get in right now. I don't want to jump in at this moment. I don't want to, again, put myself in any sort of nasty, bad position. I don't know what's about to happen next. So the thing is, the S&P 500 is still fading and falling and dropping, and it's just the uncertainty. That's what's leading towards the fade. That's what's leading towards the drop. Now, with that being stated, will we find a bottom? Of course we'll find a bottom. Now, traders, I'm going to switch to a very positive sentiment in this time. Everyone go over to your monthly time frame. When you go over to the monthly time frame on the S&P 500, this is what we are realizing. This is what we are seeing. Can you guys see that back in 2018, we've had a very big drop? Can you guys see back in 2020, we had a very big drop? Can you see that back in 2022, we've had a very big drop? Can you guys see back in 2025, aka the present moment right now, we are having a very big drop? Now, some very important things are standing out to me. One of the most important things at this moment, traders, is that it seems like every drop has gotten actually a little bit bigger, because it does seem like our, the way we rise is a little bit more rapid and a little bit more volatile and a little bit more strong. So what can we see when we break down the S&P 500? The S&P 500, to be frank with you, we are seeing kind of slow and steady movement from, I would say, like 2010. After the Great Recession in 2008, we basically were slow and steady, all right? From 2010, probably until about 2018, about an 8 to 9 year bull run, right? It's just been slow and steady. And this really falls into the averages. The averages of the stock market, the S&P 500 is going to give you anywhere between 10 to 11% a year. There we go. It's right there for you. But then what did we realize? 2018, we actually raise interest rates, and the S&P 500 falls on down. Now, what I want to do right now is I want to start doing some math. I want to start asking ourselves, where did we start at and where did we fall on down to? So we actually went from the price of $295 down towards the price of $235. That's about a $60 drop at this time. So we fell about $60 over on the S&P 500. Then after we had this pullback, it was, as we know, the best dip buy opportunity, and we actually saw a nice rise back on up. But then in 2020, we had that time that, guess what? Everyone had to stay inside. Everyone had to walk around with masks on. Everyone was scared to touch each other, right? Remember that? And guess what happened? We had a nice dump right there. Now let's figure out how big was this dump. This dump, we went from around the price of $340 and we came all the way on down towards around the price of $220. So we fell at that moment about $120. So we dropped about $120. But as we know, guys, we get the crash in 2018, we get the crash in 2020, and then we recover, right? We get the recovery and we start moving ourselves on up. But then guess where we're at? Now, of course, it's 2022 and it's the time after we have cut interest rates. Inflation has gone all the way on up. Jerome Powell has sent $1,500 to every single family just trying to stimulate the economy. And as we try to stimulate the economy, guess what happens? Eventually, we got to start raising rates again, just like we did in 2018 because inflation is taking on over. And we go from this point all the way down to this point. And how much has that been? That has been all the way from the price of $4.85, let's just say, to again the bottom of $3.50. So that's going to be about a $135 drop right there. Dek, you are doing some impressive quick math. Thank you, guys. Hey, this is my moment to shine. So there's a $135 drop at this moment. Now, guess what happens? We know, of course, the AI revolution takes on over. You say the word AI and guess what? The stock market moves on up. 2023, 2024, NVIDIA, chips, AI. I can't wait to make love to, again, my robotic girlfriend. That is what we were talking about for the last 2 years. And guess what happened? Well, now it's just a little too ridiculous. Now it's just a little too wild. Now it's just a little bit too crazy, right? And we have finally topped on off here. Now, so far, as you can see, each one of these have gotten slightly bigger. $60, $120, $135. How much have we dropped at this point, at this moment, guys? We have now fallen from the price of around $6.15 to where we are at right now, $5.95. So let me just see right here. If we go to the prices of $6.15 minus $4.95, that is going to give us a $120 drop. So right now, traders, we are at a $120 drop at this time. Now, having a $120 drop, where do we have to go? How much lower can we fall on down to? How much more weakness can the S&P 500 honestly have? Well, we have seen this before in the past, but where has been the best perfect dip buy opportunity? And as you guys can see right here, it has been at this blue line, the 50-day moving average. Take a look right here, the blue line, the 50-month moving average, not day, excuse me, we're on a monthly chart. Right here, we went slightly underneath it, but it still was the best entry, the 50-month moving average. Take a look right here, the 50-month moving average. Technically speaking, the best entry possible would be at that 50-month moving average. That would again also go from $4.95. If we take a look, that 50-month moving average is at the price of $4.64. So that would add about another $30 right here. And that would actually, again, bring our bottom back on down towards right around $150. So again, if we actually do fall on down, we'd have a 60, 120, 135, 150 as each drop has been getting a little bit bigger. Now, this would basically put us in that perfect zone. This right here, guys, is putting us in that perfect zone that we really want to be able to find, see, and be able to make money at. So the big money opportunity is going to be, I think, right there, once we can get that drop. Now, this is also very important as well, traders. The fact is, a lot of people are freaking out, acting like this is the end of the world. Guys, if you actually just take a step back a little bit, and we're in this monthly moving average chart, where are we at? We, again, are sitting at the price of $4.95. Let's just put a orange line across the board. This means that we are giving back everything we've made, essentially, from last year. From last year, the S&P 500 went from the price, if we want to go to the exact price, it went from around the price of 482, spiked up towards 614. Amazing. Right now, we basically have erased that completely. We have essentially gone on a 20% drop and have erased everything that we have made. Okay, awesome, right? But is that the end of the world? No. Traders, we are giving back 11 months of gains. Sure, it's not fun to give back 11 months of gains. Sure, it's not, like a good time to give back 11 months of gains, but people are acting like this is the end of the world. People are acting like, again, they have no more money. People are acting like, again, they're about to mortgage their house. Guys, we just gave back, how were you 11 months ago? How were you 11 months ago? 11 months ago, I was fine. Again, the stock market is spiking. Everything was moving on up. Again, I went to, Bora Bora with my wife. And then again, it was great. So the thing is, it's not like there's that big of a dramatic difference. Sure, if we again go into right here and we take a look at the daily chart, this looks very ugly. But when we realize how high the stock market has been spiking over the last, again, 5 years. I mean, in 2020, we absolutely exploded. We basically broke out of this trend where we went all the way from $200 to $600. It's incredible. For me, Dek, are you nervous? Are you scared of what could happen out of the stock market? What do you guys think is going to happen out of the stock market? Well, it could keep going lower. Great, that's a dip buying opportunity. Traders, if you ask me, the stock market has been overextended. If you ask me, again, basically this whole entire hype of AI and artificial intelligence and buying chips and left and right, guys, let's think about how ridiculous the stock market really has been spiking. First things first, I will again throw out here, I like AI. Artificial intelligence, I think it's going to be here to stay. It will be. It'll be here to stay, and it'll be advancing year after year after year. I do see it like the internet, where we have the internet, and the internet got everyone so excited. And everyone said, oh, the internet's amazing, internet. And then again, it was the internet bubble, essentially, where it came back on down. But then again, it got better and better and moved on up and again, continued to climb, and it was able to do its thing. I think AI will be around forever, and every year it will progress. But what I don't like is how, again, over the last 2 years, if you are a company and you just put the word AI in any press release, the stock would spike 300%, right? That's what it was. You could be a furniture company and be like, our furniture is now going to be created with AI. Foomp, spiking. You could be a t-shirt company. T-shirts are now going to be, again, being sewn by AI. Boom, 500% increase. Traders have been spending money left and right in anything. Not only, again, on artificial intelligence, but also, again, quantum computing, let's say, right? Hey, let's go ahead and let's buy anything quantum computing wise. Hey, quantum computer Dek, let's go ahead and do it. IONQ. Well, IONQ, quantum computing, you know, it's not even around for 15 years. Doesn't matter. Get in early. $8 all the way up to $55. Foop, goes crazy. RGTI right here goes all the way from 99 cents all the way up to $21. Foop, goes all the way crazy. Right? And I'm not just singling out, you know, I'm not just singling out quantum computer. There's a lot of crazy things that people are buying. Remember space exploration? People saying, hey, let's send again, you know, people up to space and explore space. Oh yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's buy that. Foop, goes crazy, goes on a crazy rip and run, right? We've been seeing all these kind of plays go on crazy rips and runs. We've been seeing a lot of weird trends that people are willing to just spend money on. We have definitely seen artificial intelligence. We have definitely seen space exploration. We have definitely seen quantum computing. We have seen, again, data centers and nuclear, right? We have seen it. You know, we want to take a look over on some of these plays like BWXT, right? Nuclear energy. We have seen some very big spikes now, again, coming all the way back on down. I'm just saying over the last few years, you know, right after 2022, people have been willing to spend money. People have been willing to jump in on plays. People have been willing to be able to say, hey, yeah, if there's an opportunity, I want to go ahead and pull the trigger. And I just think this is a normal correction that was going to pop, and no matter what, who was president, and no matter what was coming. Now, granted, I will say, obviously, tariffs and Trump stimulated it. Tariffs and Trump gave it a reason to fall. Tariffs and Trump gave, again, a reason for this market to be able to fade back on down. But for me, guys, at this moment, I want it to keep going on down. Dek, how much lower would you want? I will tell you right here, being open, honest, credible, and transparent. I have a retirement account with, of course, my financial advisor, okay? Right now, I currently have a $115,000 in cash for my retirement fund. Now, he again called me on a Friday. He said, Sean, what are we doing here? What do you want? Because he knows, again, my job. He knows what I do. So I'd like to have discussions with him. I told him, if we get to 466 and below, go ahead and enter. Like, go ahead, and not just like a little bit, go ahead and start getting aggressive. Now, this is money that I can't even touch until I'm 60, right? Until I'm 60, 61. I can't even touch this money until I'm 60. But I'm saying I want to get down to this blue line. I want to be able to get this perfect dip buy. Because again, we have the perfect dip buy back here in 2015. Perfect dip buy in 2018. We went even a little bit lower in 2020. We go again, you know, in 2022. This is the best area that we could possibly get. And to be frank with you, though, this is going to be about another, probably about, you know what, 10, 8% drop back on down towards that 465 mark. So we do want to see, are we going to fade? Are we going to drop? Are we going to get towards this area? But if we start getting sub like 470, 475, I'm telling him, hey, start averaging in. Start getting ready for some dips. Start getting ready for some opportunities. Now, guys, it's not only the S&P 500 that this is going to work at. You can also take a look over on some of your favorite plays, such as Apple. Guys, Apple. Take a look. When was the last time we touched this blue 50-month moving average? That was back in 2018, 2019. Was the last time that Apple came down to its 50-month moving average. That was back at the price of 175, or that's going to be the next possible dip buy right around that 175 mark. Let's go back over towards, again, some bigger plays as well that everyone loves. What about Google? Google, you could see, got a perfect bounce right here back in 2023. Back in 2020, you could see the next perfect bounce is going to be back down towards around that 133 area. We got Google here. What about Amazon? Amazon's been a little bit more volatile, but you guys can see a great entry is going to be back down towards around that 150 mark. Now, guys, am I saying that you can't go underneath it for a little bit? 100% you can go underneath it. But when we're talking about the greatest blue chip companies in the entire United States, in the entire world, if you can get dip buys where they're on 20% off, let's ask you guys this. Let's, again, go to a different example here. Let's imagine there is, I don't know what you guys want. Think about something that you really want. Let's imagine that's an Xbox. Let's imagine that's a TV. Let's imagine that's a new pair of shoes. Let's imagine if it's those brand new sets of golf clubs, and you want these specific shoes. You want this specific set of golf clubs. You want this specific Xbox or this car spec, whatever. And you see, hey, it is now 20% off. What are you going to say? Are you going to say, well, why is it 20% off? If it's 20% off, that means it's not good. That means it's broken. That means they're not real. That means, again, these are used sets. That means this car is probably messed up. Guys, sometimes, again, you just get a sale. Sales happen. Doesn't mean, again, the quality of the product's not good. It means, again, it's a sale, which means those business owners or that product or that person is trying to generate revenue and giving you a sale. So the thing is, if I want Amazon, and I'm saying all I want is to buy Amazon, and I say, oh, I don't want to buy it because it's too high on up. But now it's coming on down and we're on sale for about 20%. And you say, well, now again, it's not good. Well, why is it not good? Because it's not at record highs? Yeah, I only want to buy at record highs. Well, then you are going to be, I'm sorry, you're going to be the worst stock trader that's ever lived. If you only want to buy when stocks are looking good, that means you are going to be buying at the top every single time. Because let's go through history here. Let's go through memory lane here. Okay, Amazon, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh yes, I only want to buy stocks when they're at highs. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to buy right here. Okay, and I'm gonna lose my money, right? Okay, so then I get out. Okay, I get out. I'll buy again when it's looking good. Oh, Amazon, it's looking great again. Amazon, this is looking awesome again. Oh, it looks so good. I'm gonna buy right here. Okay, and I'm going to end up losing my money, and I'm gonna end up falling and fading, right? And then, like, that's what I want you guys to gauge. Is that just because, like, okay, here, now Amazon's looking good again. Guys, guess what? Amazon is starting to look good again as it comes on up. Okay, I'm gonna buy here. And then now again, guess what happens? You end up losing your money and it comes on down. Same exact thing right here. The thing is, sure, if you could make the argument right now and you say, well, Dek, I'm a long-term investor. Long-term investing, I've been holding it since, the price of 100. I've been holding it since the price of 176. I've been holding it since the price of 200. I have an average right now of 152. Okay, that's fine. You're almost back to even because you, again, kept buying at the tops. What you want to do is you want to buy every great blue chip company when they look awful. I'm not talking about your random penny stock that your uncle's best friend's lover told you about. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking to saying, hey, everyone, go buy in on this random penny stock because this is the next best thing. And again, Dek said to buy stocks when there's a bear market. I'm talking about the Mag 7, baby. All right? I'm talking about Amazon. I'm talking about Google. I'm talking about Meta. I'm talking about Nvidia. I'm talking about Apple. These are companies that we know are going to bounce back, that we know are going to survive, that we know are going to thrive in these times. So again, we take a look at this, traders. Amazon. Guess what? Let's go through all these. Let's see what we have at this moment. We take a look at this. Let's go year to date, basically, on some of these stocks. So let's go stock Amazon. All right. Amazon's going to have a little bit of a gap down even lower. So what do we have right here? We actually have year to date. We have a 22% drop right now, plus the 3% fade that's already happening at this moment. You could buy Amazon right now for a 25% discount. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Why don't you want to do that? Well, because again, it's not up. Guys, that's an awful way to be trading. 25% discount on Amazon. Now again, guess what? We still believe it's going to go on down a little bit lower. You could be getting about a 35% discount on Amazon if it does come back on down towards those bottoms. Little sign up, traders, if you guys are fired on up, smash that thumbs up over on YouTube. I'm dropping some gems for you guys in chat here today. So again, make sure if you guys are watching over on YouTube, you smash the thumbs on up, you share it with everyone, let everyone know that we're live right now. Now, what else do we have here? Let's go ahead and take a look over on like Apple, right? Apple right here. How about year to date? We're down 22%. Guys, Apple's down again, total over 25%. Apple, you're about to get an incredible discount on. What about Tesla at this time? Tesla, year to date, down 36% plus another 6%. You're down around 43% at this moment over on Tesla. What about, again, Microsoft at this time? Microsoft, we are again down 14% plus this 2%, about 16% off. How about, again, NVIDIA at this time? NVIDIA at this moment. What are we currently down at this time? Going over year to date, 31% drop with, again, a 4.56% drop. We're down about 36% at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely insane to be thinking about. That is absolutely ridiculous to be thinking about. That is absolutely nuts to be thinking about. At this time, when we have this weakness, when we have this fading, when we have this dropping, I mean, guys, we want to be able to take advantage of it and be able to see everything that has been fading and falling and dropping, getting weaker. I mean, it is getting crazy. NVIDIA is now only $89. I mean, Dek, where would you look for NVIDIA? I mean, if you start coming back down 81, 79, I mean, somewhere in the, like that could be absolutely incredible for us. I mean, we are seeing opportunities that are just so fantastic in this market. It is just, it's unbelievable. It's incredible. So traders, the whole talk that I've been going over here is, yes, we do have Trump at this moment starting off tariffs. Yes, the markets are dropping and fading, but these are going to be dip buy opportunities, and if we're lucky, we can see the market keep on fading and falling a little bit more. If we're lucky, we can see the market keep going down, okay? Let's see what we have actually over on Fox Runner today. Fox Runner, let's head on over to the news alerts. Let's start getting some updates here. Guys, April 7th to the 11th this week, any sort of big news that we have, Thursday and Friday, we have CPI data and PPI data, a little heads on up. So again, Thursday and Friday, we do have CPI data, and on Friday, we have PPI data. If we scroll on down here, let's see what we have. It says, what else is falling at this time? It says the United States stock market is not the only thing falling at this time. Global markets are crashing. Hong Kong is down 8% last night. Singapore down 7%. Japan down 6%. China 5%. Malaysia 4%. Australia 4%. Philippines 4%. New Zealand 3%. Guys, look at Hong Kong and Japan right now. Guys, Hong Kong, China's market, we are seeing a massive drop at this time. And it's because, remember, these tariffs affect everyone. It affects, again, China's business. It affects America's business. It affects Taiwan. It affects Singapore. Because when we're putting tariffs, we know that the United States is the #1 most consumers in the entire world. Yes, guys, you did it. You and I, baby, we like to buy stuff, okay? At the end of the day, you like to purchase some things. You like to make money and you like to spend it. And the thing is, China, Singapore, Japan, all of these, again, places, guess what? They rely on us. They rely on the United States to be able to purchase their products. Now, if we are putting these tariffs on them, now that's cutting into their profit margins. That's profiting into how they were making money before. So now their market's starting to drop. So we also are seeing at this time, cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is now falling in the markets. So if you guys are seeing Bitcoin last 24 hours down 5%, Ethereum down 12%, XRP down 10%, Solana down 11%, all of the big boy cryptocurrency is currently taking a hit at this time. But I thought this was very interesting. Take a look at, again, what we have here. It's good. In 2019, Bitcoin crashed to 3,600. In 2020, Bitcoin crashed to 5,400. In 2022, Bitcoin crashed to 15,000. In 2024, Bitcoin crashed to 54,000. In 2025, guys, we're at 77,000. So the thing that I want you guys to understand about Bitcoin as well is Bitcoin gets these dumps. Bitcoin on average has had around a 70% pullback during its bear markets. During its bear markets, it's had around 70% pullbacks, which is extremely volatile. We have seen massive collapse, massive dumps, massive weakness. So again, I mean, we're going all the way back down to 2019 here. We're talking about 6 years later. This could be the dip buy opportunities. This could be the areas to go ahead and get bounces. This could be areas for us to be able to make money. So we want to make sure that we are fully aware that the crypto market is coming on down. And if you're a crypto trader, these are going to be, again, some great dip buy opportunities. Let's get, again, a little bit more, backstory right here. It says the S&P 500 falls over 13% year to date. Right now, team, the S&P 500 is down 13% year to date. Now, if we're speaking from the highs, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but we are coming up towards around 20%. I know the NASDAQ is down 22%. I think the S&P 500 at this time is more around 16 to 17%. So let's see what we have here. It says the Dow posted back-to-back losses of more than 1,500 points for the first time ever, including a 2,231 point drop on Friday. The S&P 500 dropped 6% on Friday for its worst performing since the outbreak of the pandemic in March of 2022. The benchmark lost 10% in 2 days, pushing it to more than 17% below its February record, previously closed of a 20% bear market. The Nasdaq Composite entered a bear market on Friday, down 22% from its record. So guys, that's the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, these tech plays are down 22%. That's again absolutely incredible. That's absolutely wild to be thinking about, a 22% drop. S&P 500 again down to 505, but now we're down all the way down towards 495. So traders, what it has come on down to. It says, why is the stock market falling right here? Well, we do know we have Trump tariff policies. A major catalyst for the downturn is the aggressive tariff strategy implemented by the Trump administration. Recently imposed tariffs, including a 10% levy on imports from all countries and specific reciprocal tariffs. So, trade war fears. The administration has imposed a 10% tariff on all oil imports and countries, alongside the targeted reciprocal tariffs on specific nations, up 49% on countries like Vietnam, Indonesia, Cambodia, and China. Economic slowdown concerns, recession, growing anxiety about the potential U.S. recession are weighing heavily on market sentiment. Economic indicators suggesting a softening economy, with forecasts and Federal Reserve projecting U.S. GDP growth. So team, what we have at this time, right? We are seeing economic slowdown, trade war fears, Trump tariff policies. We are seeing NASDAQ currently down 22%. We are seeing at this time Bitcoin is finally in the red. We are seeing global markets fading and falling. We are seeing at this time that we do have more data coming out this week, and we are seeing currently at this moment the S&P 500 is sitting with a drop and a fade down towards 493 as we start getting weaker. We head on over to CNBC right now to be living in this present moment, in this present time. And what do we realize? We are seeing Trump tariff chaos puts White House on defense as global markets tumble. We have at this moment Dow futures fall 700 points as S&P 500 eyes bear market on Trump tariff market collapse. So just again, still dropping and fading. Who here thinks we are going to get a bounce today? Now traders, that's the thing. Are we going to get a bounce play here today? Are we going to see the markets actually move themselves on up? Are we going to be able to see some hype and some positivity? Are we going to see some action, some grinding? Are we going to see some action over on the S&P 500? As we have had bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. Are we going to get the bounce coming on up, or do we still have a longer way to go? Should we stay on puts? It's kind of tough to stay on puts. It's hard to short the market when we are still, after we've seen so far about a $120 drop. But is there more red to go? That's obviously the big question. Is there more red to go right now? That's the big question. That's the big concern. That's what every single trader needs to be aware of at this moment. Traders, little side note. BJDX, a little bit of rip and run at this time over on BJDX. CHSN, SUNE. Guys, is BJDX any sort of news over here? Let's just see real quick. So this play, there is no news I see on BJDX. No news whatsoever over on BJDX, guys. Little heads on up, go over to search, type in BJDX, go over news, last press release Monday 3-31. If I'm incorrect on that, please let me know, but that's the last thing that I'm seeing. I'm just going to double check here. I always like to double check to see a stock that's spiking if there is any sort of news. And note, 4 months ago was the last press release we had. 4 months ago, we did have a filing right back on 3-31, which was, about 7 days ago. But that was a filing, and that was 7 days ago. That's not anything right now. So again, BJDX, you can see, is the top gainer in the stock market with a 167% gain. As for news here, top gainers with news or filings is an 18% gain, a 9% gain, a 7% gain. So we do have BJDX up 167%. We have CHSN up 143%. SUNE up 93%. But none of these actually have news. None of these actually are, again, having, none of these actually have any press release behind them. Okay? Little heads up for you guys. Just want to make sure you guys do understand that. All right. So traders, absolutely awesome job so far. Getting ourselves completely dialed in on the stock market. Let's kind of just type out again stocks to watch though. What we have here is stocks to watch. We are seeing at this moment, we do have, let's just type out the best of the best. BJDX, we do have CHSN, we do have TBRG, we do have LXEO. And then obviously, we just got to throw the S&P 500 on there. Got to be seeing these plays. Got to see this weakness. Guys, if you guys are enjoying, again, over on YouTube, if you guys are enjoying this live stream, make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up. If we get, I would say, like over 300 thumbs on up today, we'll probably go live again tomorrow. If you guys show some support, I'll again keep on coming back every single day, making sure that we are doing it and getting after it day after day after day. So that's what it kind of comes on down to right now, traders. We are, again, watching and waiting and seeing where this buying volume is going to take us, see where this hype and momentum is truly going to be getting our next live, and seeing what's going to be coming on up here next. We got a big day, a big opportunity, and we are seeing, of course, where this buying volume is going to be going. So right now, traders, we are all set, ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. Raise Deck, can you show us how we have time to place trades like you do in hotkeys? I will show you right now, but I'll also, again, post this lesson for you. If you go over on YouTube and you type in Sean Dekmar pre-market, you are actually going to get this lesson right here, which is going to be Sean Dekmar in pre-market, how to trade in pre-market, everything you need to know, and how to trade in pre-market, easy answer to, again, for trading success. So again, make sure you watch this lesson, and this is going to show you how to, of course, be able to get in right away during pre-market so that you guys are all set. So you guys are all ready to rock and roll. Now, make sure that we're all set, ready to get after it. Now, how do we buy in on pre-market so quickly? Remember, if you want to get involved in pre-market so quickly, what do you have to do? Switch on over, number one, to ARCA. You go over to your market, your route, ARCA LS. And how do you get filled immediately over in pre-market? What you always do is you jump the ask. So if the asking price is $9.29, if you put in anything above $9.29, for instance, you put in $9.50 and you click buy, you will get filled at $9.32. So again, instead of you putting a limit order, saying, hey, Deck, I want to get filled on BJDX, and I want to get filled at the price of $9, you can go ahead and press and buy at $9, but you're just going to be sitting here. You're not actually going to be filled at $9. You know, $9 right here, just again, moving sideways, 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 sideways. It's like $9 isn't at that price. You're not in on the play. If you expect a stock is going to spike very hard right away, all you're going to do is you're going to go look at the asking price and you're going to jump the asking price. I'm expecting, let's say in the next 10 seconds, BJDX to spike. All I'm going to do is type in $9.50 and click buy. It'll fill me at whatever is the best current asking price. It'll fill me at $9.26. It'll fill me at, you know, whatever this is. So how do I get in and out so quickly? I again jump the ask. I see $9.24. I see that spiking on up. I put $9.40. I click buy. I get filled at whatever the best asking price is. Now, obviously, that's going to be just when I expect a big spike. When I see a hot press release, I go ahead and jump the ask to try to get filled right away. I'm not doing that right now. I'm showing you as an example. That's what I like to do. So let's say 8 o'clock comes in the next 10 minutes. 8 o'clock comes, we have a very hot press release on CHSN. CHSN, I see again this stock come on out. It's at 55 cents at this moment. I might just type in at this time, 58 cents. Click buy. It'll get me filled at whatever is the best asking price. Not the best, not at 58 cents, whatever the best asking price is. So I get filled very quickly. All right? So make sure we are all set right here. What do we got here at this time? Ooh. Guys, we got a little troll over on YouTube. On YouTube, Short Friday says, Deck, why are you being dramatic about the stock market? You're acting like a woman. Nobody hit the like, folk. No one hit the like. Hey, man, what's going on? Hey, Short, what's going on, man? Let's talk about it. Why are you on this YouTube stream telling people not to like it because you're very insecure about yourself? First off, you call me a woman. Am I beautiful? Am I proud? Am I strong? Am I independent? And I don't need no man like you coming into this YouTube stream telling me what we can or cannot do. Some little insecure boy. Woo! I love when people embarrass themselves. Guys, let's again, everyone smash that YouTube stream right now. Give that thumbs up. Run it up in that guy's face. Everyone run it up in that guy's face right now. Let's show him what this woman is all about. I'm gonna get topless in here. I'm gonna put on a show. Oh, let's show him what it's about, baby. Spring break. Spring frickin' break. Here we go. Man, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Short Fridays over in YouTube, for, again, the absolute jacked up energy, enthusiasm, the love that you're bringing over in the chat. That's what we need right there. I'm not even going to block you, buddy. So just little heads on up. You're good to go ahead and keep embarrassing yourself. Other than that, let's keep ready to rock and roll. Right now, traders, we are ready to go. It is 7:53 in the market. Traders, we do have the 8 a.m. press release right around the corner. The 8 a.m. press release wave is right around the corner. 8 a.m. press release wave coming on up. Now, if we see anything big, if we start seeing a spike, if we start seeing a big rip and run, if we start seeing, again, a little bit more hype, we will, again, see if this, see what we have. Now, traders, what do we notice? We are noticing low float stock here. Notice the low float play, low float play. All of these low float stocks at this time. So again, a lot of low float plays. Do you guys think people are going to be focused on penny stocks today? The answer, unfortunately, is not really no. People are still focusing over on what? People are going to be focusing more over on the S&P 500 as we have been dropping. Dek, how's the small account doing? Little heads on up. If you were not here over on Friday, traders, we were able to make a nice profit. I'll show you right now. Let me bring over. I always post all the P&Ls over in TradeCaster. I do post them over on social media as well. But over on Friday, the small account challenge is back over $9,000. Let's break $10,000 last week. This was, again, back on April 4th. So again, right now, if you guys do not know, we are sitting at around $9,050. So $9,050. We are keeping the small account growing even with the stock market crashing 50%. So that was our trade on Friday on ICCT. We made $335. So for anyone who has not been here, for anyone who does not know, we started a small account challenge about a month and a half ago where we started with $5,000. Every single trade that I've made on the small account, it has been live. Every single alert that, again, I was going to jump in on the small account, it has been live. Every single trade that I've done, I've shown you. Every single P&L, I've done it over the live stream. And so far, we have turned $5,000 into $9,050. Now, this is not saying we've turned $5,000 into $900,000. We have not turned $5,000 into $90,000, but we have, again, nearly doubled our account, which I think is pretty awesome so far, with, of course, the S&P 500 falling 15% and the NASDAQ down 22%. Dek, you're telling me you have, at this moment, an 81 or 85% return on the small account. 85% on the small account in a month and a half, while the S&P 500 is in its worst market that we've seen in 3 years. For me, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty stoked with that. Right? So I definitely want to see what we have at this time. I definitely want to see what we get coming on up here next. I want to see, again, where this buying volume is going to be able to take us. So again, BJDX, we're still watching CHSN, but of course, you know, we have been crushing it over in the markets, and we just want to see, of course, what's going to be happening next. So baby, oh baby, oh baby, we got ourselves a day. We got ourselves a day. Traders, we got about 3 minutes until the next press release wave. So, guys, everyone take a quick drink of water. Get yourself all dialed on in. We will be back here in about 2 minutes, and we'll be all set, ready to get after it. All right? Be back here in about 2 minutes. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ourselves fired on up. Get a quick drink of water, and we'll stay dialed in coming on up here next. I'm fired on up. I know you guys are as well. It's game time. I'll see you guys back here in a few seconds. Let's do it.
If I miss your birthday party, would I say sorry? No, cause my head's on my heart, you didn't want none of me. If I slipped in, called you back, would you just want coffee? Or would you rather sit back underneath my sheets? If you hate me, if I'm crazy, if what you want just ain't me. I wish I never kissed you in my car on the first date with our clothes off in front of your place. Oh, Chloe, you're killing me slowly. Thought I'd be okay
right, traders, let's get ourselves back ready to rock and roll, and let's get ourselves going at this moment. Traders, let's see what we have coming on up. Let's really see, of course, where this momentum is truly going to take us. All right? Now, this is what I want everyone doing at this time. Little heads on up. This is what I want everyone doing. In the next minute and a half, we might get a hot press release. Now, traders, team, let's break this on down together here, okay? We know that at this moment, we are not seeing a lot of big-time breakouts in the penny stock market. But if we can get a hot press release, let's try to take advantage of it. At this time, if we take a look at all the hottest breakouts, the hottest scanners, the hottest whatever, we notice that the best stocks are all low float plays. Under 1 million in float, 3 million in float, 1 million float, under 1 million in float. If we can find a stock that has under 1 million in float or like under 5 million float, we'll crush it. Right now, I have my filter set from 0 to 17 million in float. We're about to see news come out in about 50 seconds. We know that today is going to be a day that the majority of traders are going to be focused on the S&P 500. So probably the only times we're going to be able to trade is going to be in pre-market off of these low float type of pump plays. But if we have credible reasoning, we could jump in on a quick little play. Okay? So we can trade the prop firm today, but obviously we want to grow the small account as well. My positions are 0 out of 0. My orders are 0 out of 0. I am not, again, pulling the trigger on anything at this time because there is no trade just yet. But in the next 20 seconds, you're going to see right behind me, this news scanner is going to catch every single press release, every single wave, and we are going to get the best of the best news. So we can pull the trigger if we do see something. So just be ready for it. We're going to do this together. 8 o'clock is usually a big time. If we see some positive data or something like that, we could jump in and give it a chance. So let's see here. 8 o'clock is now here. Get ready for the news to come on out. Let's watch for keywords. Let's look for highlighted press releases. And let's see, of course, what comes on out here. So we do have, again, publication of cancer data. Nope, again, publication of cancer data, not going to be anything too big. We have successful completion of a sale over on ACNT. See if that maybe starts getting a little bit of buying volume. Right now, nothing. We have a multi-year contract with Lightspeed Services, TSAT. TSAT, nope, nothing going on right there. So again, we're waiting for any sort of good press release to come on out. Anything that's big, obviously, it's going to be tough for anything to spike right now. Dek, why is it going to be tough? Because everything's in the red. The market's down. The market's been dropping. There's a red X over here talking about they probably have some sort of offering. We don't want to get involved in JNVR. Remember, BJDX is the best spiker right now with no news. CHSN, this is the number 2 top gainer. There's no news. SUNE, this is the number 3 top gainer. There's no news. Right? So none of these plays actually have news right now. BJDX is actually trying to hold up the best it can, and this play, again, does not have any actual credibility behind it. So we're trying to stay as smart as we can. We're trying to put ourselves in the best positions we possibly can. So right now, traders, we want to see what we have at this moment. CHSN, BJDX, ZXET, SUNA, ICUI. So again, a lot of these plays not doing too much at this moment. There is no hot news at this time, traders. Remember, we can take a look right here. We get all the answers. A big part of it is just getting clarity. Clarity. Dek, what are the best plays that we are seeing right now? SUNE, did it just come out with some sort of filing? Let's go ahead and see. SUNE. Let's see what the news is over on this play. SUNE did have a filing this morning, an S3 filing at the time of 8 o'clock. So that just came on out. But again, that stock was already moving on up for a while. Does not have any sort of news. LXEO does have positive data. MESA, BJDX, CHSN, TRBG, all the big ones. 168% gain, 139% gain, 87% gain. There is no kind of big hot news behind it. LXEO right here. This one does have positive 1 and 2 data, phase 1 and phase 2 data. But again, this is not really going as crazy. Only up 18% at this time. So we're not really missing anything at this time. We do have THAR, positive data, which just came on out. THAR, but again, this stock is actually dropping, just basically getting caught up with how bad the market has been. So the market's really been fading on off. The market has really been getting some trouble. Guys, THAR did just come out with some positive data. Let's just put that on the bottom level too, or let's put that up on the charts, and maybe something, again, can start moving on up. Right? Maybe, again, we start getting a little bit more hype. Maybe we start getting a little bit more momentum. So THAR right now, traders, if this one can maybe start breaking 140, we might be able to start seeing some momentum. We might start being able to see some action. We might be able to start seeing that next leg, that next rip, that next run. So let's make sure again we are all good and all set at this time. See if we are going to be getting any sort of breakouts. Does Fox Runner sell a free 30 days? Yep. So again, if you guys want the same news scanner that I have, you guys can get a free 30-day pass. You guys have the same news scanner. You guys can check it all on out. And again, that's over on foxrunner.com so that you guys are all set, ready to rock. So again, if you guys want this new scanner right here, foxrunner.com, you guys do get a free 30-day pass. Make sure you guys check it on out. Little heads on up, THAR, stock that did just come on out with positive data, is trying to get a little bit of momentum right now, traders. So we do have THAR, just little heads on up. I am not in on THAR at this time. You can see my positions, but stock is starting to move right here because of positive data. Could we start getting a little bit of ripping and running? Is this a stock that we can give a chance on and say, hey, Dek, why not give it a chance? See if this one can be able to spike. But look at this. THAR 120 up to 160, right back down towards around that 120 mark. This is the biggest fear about today. The biggest fear about today is a stock that's going to spike and just give back all of its gains. The biggest fear about today is going to be a stock that's going to spike on up. Traders are going to think it's going to go on a big time rip and run, and then most likely it just comes crashing right back on down. And the reason why this happens is because during a fading market, during a crashing market, it's very tough to stay up. It's very tough to hold its gains. It's very tough to find enough traders that are excited to keep spiking them, spiking these plays up higher and higher and higher. So it makes that very, very difficult to be able to do. So that's why you always got to understand market conditions. We can't just throw ourselves in on plays hoping for the best, right? We gotta put ourselves on stocks and plays of us saying, all right, hey, you know what? Let's give it a chance. Let's see if this is gonna be able to hold. Let's see if this can get its next leg for this specific reason. THAR though, still again battling a little bit. Let's keep it on. Watch these next few seconds here, guys. So that is positive data. All right, traders, be careful on this one. As I said, you got to be careful on this one. I just don't know if it's going to be able to keep on holding its gains with, of course, how little, right? How little the stock, the market's really moving here. So you do just got to be careful in general. Seeing that this play is not holding on up the way that a lot of people would, I would not trade this one right here, guys. You guys can see my position box. I'm not entering anything that just isn't perfect for me. Anything that's not going to make us money. I understand the position I'm in. I understand a lot of people, again, follow what I do. I'm not going to put you guys in a position that's just not going to be good. Right now, obviously, the S&P 500 is starting to come itself back on down, starting to get weaker and weaker and weaker. And traders, we are waiting for that 466 mark today. If we could be able to see another big time drop, and obviously, I don't think 466 is going to happen today, but I will say, traders, we start coming on down towards around that blue line. Anything sub 470 is where it's, to me, all signs are green. Hammer it down. Start hitting the big time, guys. Hammer it down. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So when it comes on down to the S&P 500, if we start coming back on down to the 50-month moving average right here, that's where we want to be able to make this money. Bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. Same exact thing when we take a look over on Apple. That, again, 175 mark is going to be absolutely beautiful. Let me actually, again, I'm even going to show you this email here, guys. I'm going to show you an email that I sent to my, not my financial advisor, my retirement advisor, runs my 401k. But this is what I sent out to him. So right now, traders, for anyone who does not know, right now, and probably no one would, all my retirement that I've been doing over the last 3-4 years has actually just been sitting in a 5% interest account. So right now, I don't have any money in the stock market for my retirement account. It's been sitting for the last year and a half for, again, in a 5% just collecting safe money. Now, the reason why is because I got really nervous last year that I thought the market was going to tank. I thought the market was going to tank last year. I was about 12 months early. So again, this is what I sent over to him. His name's Jeffrey. And I said, Jeffrey, As you know, after today's stock market's been absolutely crushing, these are blue chips I would love to be in at great prices. And again, I told him the exact prices where I would want him to enter with my long-term retirement account. If you see these prices from now until summer and also agree with the evaluation, please look to enter with my account. Thank you. Please let me know your thoughts, as I am happy making 5% in a safe conservative account as what we're seeing. This is what I sent him last week. So last week, this is what I sent him. And I said, hey, my, again, retirement account. If we start getting sub these prices, let's start looking for, again, some possible great entries. Well, again, a lot of them are starting to come on down. I said, hey, Jeffrey, we start getting NVIDIA sub $90. Start looking for some entries. We're at $88 this morning. Hey, Jeffrey, Amazon, we start getting Amazon sub 160. Start looking for some entries. Right now, we're at 165. Google, start entering at sub 138. We're at 141. Apple, I said sub 185. We're at 181. Microsoft, sub 343. We're at 352. So really, at this time, traders, if he starts entering my account over on NVIDIA at sub 90, I do give him the thumbs up. If he again starts entering Apple right now at, again, 180, I said sub 185, and he starts entering at 181, I did give him the thumbs on up. So again, this is just me showing you an email literally to my financial advisor, my retirement account, of saying, hey, go ahead and start entering at these prices, right? So we are seeing these, a lot of weakness at all of these areas. We are seeing these fades and these drops and these, drops on down. And again, if anyone's ever just curious on, Dek, why are you looking at these prices? A lot of them do just come on down to that mean 50-month moving average that I show you guys all the time, right? All the way back on down towards that, blue line here. And we take a look at the past, and I show you guys, of course, what we've been seeing. We can go ahead and break this on down. Take a look at Meta. Meta, guys, perfect dip buy here, and the next perfect dip buy is going to be right here, right? Microsoft. That was Microsoft right here. We take a look over on Meta. The perfect dip buy. Meta's been on a tear in 2024, 2023. We want to be looking for the dip buy here. The S&P 500, we want to be looking for the dip buy right here. We take a look over on Apple. We want to be looking for the dip buy right here. So we take a look at all of these dip buy opportunities. He might start entering me today over in NVIDIA, sub, of course, $90. Start entering me over on Apple. Now, I'm not opposed to that whatsoever. I gave him the green light. And why would I give him the green light? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving this man the green light to enter with my funds in my retirement, because if we go over to year to date, I'm getting a 31% discount. Traders, imagine you wanted to buy your favorite pair of sneakers, your favorite golf clubs. Let's just imagine golf clubs. You are a golfer now. You see irons that you love, and they're $1,000. Oh, man. But now again, you're seeing the irons that you love, and from 31% drop with the 6% discount right now, guess what? They are now a 39% off. They're about $610. You're right? How great is that? What the heck? Right? We are seeing that, or $690. We are seeing at this moment that our favorite golf clubs that was $1,000 are now sub $700. They're around $690, let's say. Would I jump on that? 100%. I got to jump in on that. Are you kidding me? Guys, that's like, I'm getting my favorite golf clubs. They're nearly half the price. That's what NVIDIA's at, traders. We take a look over on Apple, one of the strongest companies in the world. Traders, right now, Apple is having us a 25% discount. 22%, 3%. Even a little bit more, it's going to be more around like a 26% discount. Apple, guys, hey, I want to buy an iPhone. An iPhone is $1,000. Well, I can get an iPhone right now for $750. That's the thought process. I'm saving $250. Now, when it comes to the stock market, that means we are saving trillions of dollars. So I do believe, as I have said multiple times already, I do believe that the stock market has more room to fall. I do believe that, again, we could go all the way on down towards the 460s, and yes, things can get weaker than we expect. And I believe, again, we could see, again, the S&P 500 down about another $20. That would bring us down to 480. That would bring us down to 470. And then, again, the perfect dip buy is right around 465. So if we start seeing some things start going lower, we start seeing Apple down towards around that 175 mark. Oh, man, I mean, guys, it's going to be hard not to pull the trigger. If you get in, traders, let's think about this. If you get in at the price, if you get in on Apple at 180, okay? Let's just think about this right here. If you get in right when Apple opens on up, okay, at 180, you are buying it at the same price that people were buying Apple back in 2022. Whoa, that's kind of annoying. Isn't that frustrating, traders? Imagine being an Apple holder. Imagine holding Apple for the last 3 years. You again jumped in 2021, 2022. You've been holding Apple. Oh yeah, Apple's a good one. Apple's a safe one. Yep, Apple's the one I should make money on. And now again, 3.5 years later, you're at the same exact price. Now that's very frustrating if you've been holding Apple for the last 3 years, but it's pretty amazing if you haven't started Apple yet. Because people that jumped in 3 years ago, you are getting the same price in right now. Take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia is sitting at $88. Again, Nvidia, this is supposed to be the best play out there, guys. Nvidia is supposed to be the best of the best. If you jump in on Nvidia, you are jumping in on Nvidia at the same price people are jumping in, guess what? 12 months ago. 12 months ago, people were jumping at Nvidia and saying, Nvidia, this is the stock that everyone loves. And again, it went on up and went on up and went on up and went on up. And then guess what? It's now coming on down and you're getting the same exact price people bought in 12 months ago. Right? That's what's so nuts about this, is that you are getting the same price over on Amazon that people were buying back again in 2020. We are seeing right now, traders, this is absolutely insane. We are getting a 5-year discount on Amazon. You are getting a 5-year discount on Amazon right here. Amazon, you guys can see we're getting involved 2020. This was back in June or July of 2020. We have the same exact price right now. That is kind of nuts to be thinking about. So the traders, yes, there is more room to fall. Yes, there is more weakness right here. But the thing is, traders, if you again switch on over to like a weekly time frame, you can see how a lot of these plays are going to be coming on down pretty soon to these like moving averages, like 200 week moving averages. You know, they're getting close to a potential dip buy. They really are. And I just don't want anyone to miss out on it. So, Dek, how would you actually like think about this? How would you actually play this? How would you actually kind of like, you know, break this on down at this moment? What I would say again at this time, let's just think about you have, let's imagine this, guys. Let's imagine you have this is your account size, okay? You have $100,000 sitting in cash right now. Now, again, this $100,000 might only be $100, might be $1,000. It might be, again, $10,000. Again, go ahead and correlate it to what you have in real life, all right? Now, what you guys want to be doing, what you guys want to be thinking of is, little side note, COHN is a SPAC company. We'll keep our eyes peeled on COHN. Whenever, again, we launch a SPAC company, little heads on up, sometimes these get little random spikes. Write out COHN today. So what we have right here is $100,000. Traders, I am not going to say right now in a bear market, go ahead and put this $100,000 in something random. Go ahead and buy like a penny stock that could possibly go on a big rip and run. No. And now again, I'm going to say a more popular penny stock, SoFi. People are like, oh, buy SoFi. SoFi is a great company. It's at $8 right now. And again, everything's falling and fading. But I'm not saying put $100,000 in SoFi. During this time, traders, I would avoid the high risk place and go ahead and put yourself in the best place possible. Remember, Apple is going to be one of the best plays in the world. Apple, right? We know that's amazing. Microsoft, we know that's amazing. Tesla, we know that's amazing. We know, of course, we have Google. Google is amazing. We know that we have Nvidia. Nvidia is amazing. We have Meta. Meta is amazing. Which one am I missing? Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Google, Nvidia, Meta. I'm missing one more. But regardless, what I want you guys to do right now is to think about this. If you see on any one of these plays, okay, any one of these plays, I would say a 25% discount, you want to add some sort of money, add some sort of profit, add something, okay? So, and whenever you get to a 25% discount, I was writing that out a little wonky, 25% on any single one of these plays, you definitely want to get some sort of starting position. Now, why a starting position? Because again, you're getting it on sale. Now, as of course, I would say you jump every 10% is probably where you want to add a little bit more. And I would probably stick with this 10% rule right here. So just keep adding on the 10% drops. Now let's be realistic here. Okay, let's be realistic. Let's not think about doomsday. If Apple falls 25%, is there a chance that the world's strongest, highest evaluated company is going to bounce back? Yes. What about Microsoft? What about Tesla? What about Google? What about Nvidia? What about Meta? The answer is yes. Now, have we seen before companies fall 50%? Hey, back in 2022, we saw Meta, I think, fall like 60%. It was pretty nuts, right? But the thing is, we just want to use these odds in our favor. We have the highest evaluated companies in the entire world. And while they are struggling at this time and they're all fading and falling, you start seeing anything like 40% and below, these companies are this big for a reason, because they have been able to stand the test of time. We want to be getting involved into them. So let's just kind of run through each one of these right now, and let's just kind of see where we are currently at. So when we go ahead, first things first, let's just take a look. Let's start over with Apple. Apple, where is our year to date? We are down right now 26%. So today would actually be, right, 22% plus again the 4%, a 26% drop. This would actually be a great starting entry over on today, right? Now, of course, we also have, and give me 1 second here, team. I want to see if I can do something. I want to actually do, anyone can join. Awesome. Give me 1 second here, traders. I want to try something here. All right. So, what we are going to be doing at this time, traders, or what we're going to be doing at this time is, let's take a look at where everything is currently down at this moment. So what we have is Apple currently sitting with a 22% drop. Now, when we have Apple with a 22% drop and a 4% fade and pullback, that is now putting us, let's write out the current evaluations. Current evaluation at this moment is down at 26%. That is pretty nuts to be thinking about. Let's go ahead and look over on Microsoft. Microsoft stock at this time. Microsoft stock at this time is currently down. We do have a year-to-date 14% drop and now a 16% total. Microsoft down 16% year-to-date. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else we have next. Tesla stock at this moment, year-to-date 36% so far with a 7% drop in pre-market. We are currently sitting at this moment with about a 42% drop or 43% drop. That's pretty nuts to be seeing at this time. So 43% drop over on Tesla. What about Google? Google, year to date, what are we sitting at this time? We have a 22% drop so far with a 2% drop in pre-market. We are sitting at a 24% drop. We have Nvidia at this moment. Year to date, we have a 31% drop plus the 6% discount that we're getting in pre-market. We are currently sitting with around a 38% drop total over on Nvidia. And Meta, last but not least at this time. What do we have? We have Meta. Year to date, we currently have a 15% drop plus again a 3% fade in pre-market today. We have an 18% sell-off in total. So what I want you guys to really understand about this time, what I want you guys to really gauge out of this moment is if you have a $100,000 account, a $10,000 account, a $5,000 account, a $20,000 account, whatever it may be, let's avoid getting involved in the risky plays right now. Let's avoid getting ourselves involved in the stocks that are only going to end up maybe hurting ourselves even more. Stick with the Mag 7, the Magnificent 7, when we're talking about Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Google, Nvidia, and Meta. These are all on absolute incredible discount prices. Apple has already crossed over the 26 or 25% discount. Tesla's at a 43% discount. Nvidia's at a 38% discount. If someone said, do you want a 25% discount over on Apple, you'd say 100%. Today is probably going to be the day that I'm going to start getting some sort of entry. I want to wait for everything, every single play, to cross over at least 25% for me to want to enter it. So again, that puts Apple into, again, entry territory today, 26% drop. That puts Tesla into, again, entry territory today with a 43% drop. And that puts better off Nvidia into a 38% drop. That's going to be a helping us on out. Now, obviously, Tesla has been dropping already. Tesla, you do have to be a little careful. Guys, I don't want to be talking about politics in any sort of way. I know Tesla has, and Elon has a massive following, but I am saying, you know, it is tough with, again, so much going on with Tesla. Tesla is a company that I am slightly nervous on. Now, why am I slightly nervous? Okay, I'm not bashing Tesla in any sort of way. I like Tesla. I like Elon Musk. I'm just saying I want to see what Tesla is going to do and how it's going to overcome. Number one, what are my biggest fears with Tesla at this time? Tesla is getting a lot of competition. Number one, we have Tesla having competition over in China. China, BYD, they've taken away about 50% of Tesla sales. That's definitely going to be hurting. Number two, the amount of other companies that are doing electric vehicles, right? Number three, how again, Tesla used to be the number one self-automated driving vehicles, but now again, we got like Waymo. Waymo again has surpassed them in that manner. And then number four, it is tough when you're a political figure and you get involved in politics. We know that again, a lot of people, I'm just throwing this out here, guys. Don't want to get too political in any sort of way, but I'm saying a lot of people probably before Elon got involved in politics, a lot of Democrats enjoyed driving Teslas because again, they were environmentally friendly. Now again, we got Democrats like outside flipping cars and lighting them on fire, right? And that's not again, saying all Democrats in any sort of way, but there is a small group of far left liberal individuals that are very against Tesla at this time. Saying, oh, let's burn all, Tesla cars just because of why? Just because Elon Musk is, of course, with Trump in the White House. So when you are political, left or right, Democrat or Republican, you are, again, dividing a lot of time your customer base. Now, why does Elon not care? Elon's the richest man in the entire world. He does not care probably at this point, right? But a lot of companies probably wouldn't do that, and you can see how it definitely can affect the share price. So right now, traders, as we take a look at the top 7 Mag 7 plays, we are seeing that Apple 25% discount and Nvidia a 38% discount. That's what's so nuts at this time. So being able to have Nvidia all the way back on down towards $88. Who here thought that again Nvidia was going to fall into a sub $100 stock? That's kind of crazy to be thinking about, isn't it? A sub $100 stock? That's pretty nuts. So Nvidia, definitely get ready for some potential entries here. But guys, in total, the S&P 500 is still fading at this time. S&P 500 is coming back on down towards around 492 at this moment. We have room to fall possibly all the way back down to the mid 480s today. And if that does happen, it is going to be time to start looking to load on up with some sort of entries. Apple getting weaker. Meta, of course, getting a little weaker, but Meta's been one of the strongest companies so far. And we're going to see if this market still continues to fade, continues to fall, and continues to get weaker. It's definitely been interesting. It's definitely been interesting. It's definitely been a little wild. It's definitely been a little crazy so far. So I want to see what we get, traders. I want to see where this momentum is going to take us here next. I'm just kind of taking a look at what we have at this moment. Seeing where we're at. Luke said, Deck, if we get 300 likes, you're coming back live tomorrow as well. I've been loving it. Yep. So guys, that's the goal here. Just a little heads on up. If we get over 300 likes over on this YouTube video, the YouTube live stream, I will be back live doing another session tomorrow because I want to make sure that we are going to absolutely be crushing it. So again, today, traders, today, what do I want to do? I want to be trading number one. I want to be trading, of course, the small account. And number two, I do want to be trading the prop firm as well. So we got a lot of trading coming on up here, team. What I do want to do, though, at this moment is I do want to give everyone about a 10 to 15 minute break. Let's give everyone about a 10 to 15 minute break. And then on top of that, guys, we'll be all set, ready to rock and roll. We'll be getting ready for everything that we need. Okay? So, guys, I'm very excited for this absolutely awesome day. I'm very excited to see, of course, what is going to be coming on up here next. I'm very excited to see, of course, this action and this momentum, and of course, going from there. So, guys, 15-minute break. Then we're going to jump back on the mic, get ourselves prepared for this day, getting ready to get after it, and seeing, of course, this money be made. We got big trades to make today. We got big opportunities in the stock market. I've been talking now for about the last 90 minutes straight. So let's get a quick drink of water. Let's relax. And, of course, let's get dialed on in. Let's have an awesome day ahead. Thank you so much, everyone who's joining us. We got an amazing day ahead. Taking a quick little 15-minute breather and getting ready to kick off the day right around, again, like 8:45, 9 o'clock. You guys ready for it? Hey, get fired up, get excited, get ready to rock and roll because we have an absolutely awesome day ahead and we are going to be making this big cash, this big money. Traders, I'll see you guys back here in a little bit. It's going to be an absolutely awesome one ahead and I know you guys are going to be fired on up. Hey, I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much. Let's enjoy it. Let's get after it and let's do what we do best. See you then. Awesome job, guys. See you guys back here very soon.
to go hard. Darling, 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 go hard. Hanging out behind the club on the weekend. I can see them getting drunk with my best friend. I couldn't wait for the summer and the warm tour. I remember it's the first time that I saw her there. She's getting kicked out of school cause she's failing. I'm kinda nervous cause I think all of her take me. She's the one, she'll always be there. She took my hand and I made it, I swear. I fell in love with the girl at the rock show. She said what? And I told her that I didn't know. She's so cool, gonna see me through the window. Everything's better when she's around. Can't wait till the parents go out of town. I fell in love with the girl at the rock show. Woo-hoo. Darling, 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 go hard. Do you remember 21st night, September? Love was changing the minds, pretenders, while chasing the clouds away. 'Cause it's too cold for you here and now, so let me hold both your hands in the hole. It's too cold for you, the whole of my sweater.
Right, you ignorant slut!
Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections.
Tell me how's it feel sitting over there, feeling so high, but too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, named in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could without me, thinking you could without me, thinking you could without me.
Blame it on the booze, got you in a loose. Blame it on the drone, got you in the zone. Blame it on my alcohol, blame it on my alcohol, blame it on my body, blame it on the idiot, blame it on the tap dance to the addiction, blame it on my alcohol.
I don't fuck with you, bitch. I got no feelings to go. I swear I had it up to here. I got no ceilings to go. I mean for real. Fuck how you feel. Fuck your 2 cents if it ain't going toward the bill. Yeah, and every day I wake up celebrating shit. Why? 'Cause I just dodged a bullet from a crazy bitch. I stuck to my guns. That's what made me rich. That's what put me on. That's what got me here. That's what made me this. But that's I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. Don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. But that's I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. Don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. You.
One taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing, I've loved and I've lost, but that's not what I see. So look what I got, look what you taught me. Yeah, for that I say thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you.
And I don't ever wanna be you. Don't wanna be just like you. Oh, what I'm saying is this is the anthem. Throw all your hands up, you. Don't wanna be you. Don't wanna be just like you. Oh, what I'm saying is this is the anthem. Throw all your hands up, you. Don't wanna be you.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Hey, what up,
Grab
girl?
my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city.
Let's go.
Before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack. Cause when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back.
Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Even though I might not like this, I think that you'll be happier. I want you to be happier. Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits. I want to see you smile. Know that you got.
Are you seriously watching porn by yourself?
Don't go crying to your mama, 'cause you're on your own in the real world. Don't go crying to your mama.
I think that you'll be happier. I want you to be happier.
If I'm gonna be famous for something, I wanna be famous for loving you. If I'm gonna be known around the world, I wanna be 'cause of you, girl. Nothing wrong with the center of attention. Long as I'm with you, I don't mind the pictures. If I'm gonna be famous for something, girl, I wanna be famous for loving you.
Sky fisher that I wish you saw. Side captain, Mr. Know-It-All. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you, 'cause with the birds I'll share. With the birds I'll share this lonely view. With the birds I'll share this lonely view.
She could get menacing, frightening, find help. Sometimes I scare myself. She could get menacing, frightening, find help. Sometimes I scare myself.
Singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
Don't stop believing. Hold on. Still like people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Still like people.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
California, rest in peace. Simultaneous release. California, show your teeth. She's my priestess, I'm your priest. Yeah.
Young girl, see you want me, out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. But you need it, yeah, you need it, all of the time, yeah.
Getting born in the state of Mississippi. Papa was a copper and her mama was a hippie. In Alabama, she was swinging hammer. Race you gotta pay when you break the panorama.
See you want me, back in the line. I'm just a dead man calling tonight.
get you. Oh damn, if I seem like color blue, just think of the fun things we could do. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it chill that you're in my head? Cause I know that it's deadly. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet? Cause I know that it's deadly. I don't wanna live enough
They tell me think with my head, not that thing in my chest. They got their hands at my neck this time, but you're the one that I want. If that's really so long, and they don't know what this feeling is like.
We can dance if we want to, we can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well then no friends of mine. See, we can go where we want to, because they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real one far behind.
And I say yeah, 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 yeah. And I say yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking about Mountain Dews, baby.
Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it obvious? F-I-N-D-S. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it obvious? F-I-N-D-S.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive and flat yet. It's your primitive and flat yet. If you got a big, let me search it to find out how hard I gotta work. Yeah, it's your primitive and flat yet. It's your primitive and flat yet.
You just call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
We them boys. Holla, we them boys. Holla, holla, holla. We making noise. Holla, holla, we them boys. Holla, holla, holla. We them boys.
It's still bigger than it's bigger than it's still bigger than
We them boys. Holla, we them boys. Holla,
it's bigger
we
than
making noise. Holla, holla, we them boys.
can't get enough of my sound.
It's no surprise I won't be here tomorrow. I can't believe that I stay till the day. Yeah, you and I will be a tough act to follow. But I know in time we'll find this was no surprise.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly.
She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride, and she don't care.
I'm looking to the sky to save it. Looking for a sign of life. Make my way back home when I learn to fly.
This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. And nothing breaks like a heart. And nothing breaks like a heart.
I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, or you'll be just another regret. Yo. Looks like another club banger. They better hang on when they throw this thing on. Get a little drink on, they gon' flip for the sake on shit. You can bank on it. Pedicure, manicure, kitty cat claws. The way she climbs up and down them poles, looking like one of them booty cat dolls. Trying to get back to my drawers. Stepped up stage, didn't think I saw her. Reached up behind me and she's like, yeah. I'm like, I know, let's cut to the chase. Don't clown the waist back to my place. Plus from the club to the crib, like a mile away. I'm more like a paddler, shall I say. And plus I got a pal every gal is game. In fact, he's the one singing the song that's playing.
In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines.
Don't act like you forgot. I called a shot. Like blah, blah, blah. Pay me what you want it. Don't act like you forgot. Bitch better have my money. Bitch better have my money. Pay me what you want it. Bitch better have my. Bitch better have my. Bitch better have my money.
unless I stuck by ya. You're a sunflower. I think your love would be too much, or you'd be left in the dust. Unless I stuck by ya. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower.
Cause you're the next Drew Barry. I want more. Yeah. And all these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for. Cause you're the next Drew Barry. Yeah. And I want more. And all these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for. Yeah. Cause you're the next Drew Barry.
Send my love to your new left hand. Treat her better. We've gotta let go of all of our goals. We both know we ain't kids no more. Send my love to your new left hand. Treat her better. We've gotta let go of all of our goals.
And I got to his office fully prepared to suck his dick.
I wanna see your features, I wanna see your flaws. So baby, take it off, baby, take it off. I can dive a little deeper when you got nothing on. So baby, take it off, baby, take it off. And if you can let me down gently. Don't pretend that you don't want me. Our love ain't water under the bridge. If you're gonna let me down gently. Don't pretend that you don't want me. Our love ain't water under the bridge. And turn me on. And turn me on.
Jason Bourne.
Come back to me, my lover. I never
drag me down. My life, you stood by me when no one else was ever behind me. All these lights, they can't blind me. With your love, nobody can drag me down.
Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah.
Let me see the dark side as well as the bright. I'm gonna love you inside out. Love you inside out.
Did you touch my drum set?
You make me feel good.
Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Tell me what it had to go and make things so complicated. I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else gets me frustrated. Life's like this, you fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honesty. Promise me I'm never gonna find you fake it. No, no, no.
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control.
Traders! Let's get it going here now. Let's get it going here now. It's 9 a.m. We gotta wake up, baby. You gotta wake up. It's Money Monday. Get ourselves ready to rock and roll in this brand new day, this brand new opportunity, this brand new absolute blessing of life. Traders, we have an opportunity ahead of us. And I am very excited to see what the S&P 500 is going to be doing, what this entire day is going to be doing, and what is truly going to be coming on up here. So, let's break it all on down. Okay, let's do exactly that, guys. Let's break it all on down, go start to finish, make sure every single trader has a clear-cut understanding of what's happening in this market. If you guys were here earlier, this might be a little bit of a review, but actually before we even do that, we do have the 9 a.m. press release wave. I do want to talk about the next best kind of breakouts, like what stocks could possibly rip and run for us today. Because at this moment, traders, we do have BJDX, we do have JNVR, we do have SUNE, we do have CHSN. These plays at this time, we'll see if anything good comes out. It's 9 o'clock right now. We'll see if anything good comes out on the news scanner. But these plays, they all have the same characteristics. Traders, when the stock market is fading, when the stock market is falling, when we start seeing weakness and dropping and ugliness in the markets, what does it come on down to? It comes on down to have a low float and just have some sort of momentum. A lot of times when the stock market is crashing, you will see stocks spike from no credibility. It's just the fact they have a low float and those could easily get pumped. Stocks that easily get pumped by chat rooms, by communities, by people that have large followings on Twitter or StockTwits or TikTok or whatever. So a lot of times you will notice, hey, why is BJDX up? There is no reason. Why is JNVR up? There is no reason. SUNE had a filing, but you can see it's under 1 million in float, under 1 million in float, only 1 million in float. When you have a stock that has less than 1 million in float, it is a stock that's easily able to manipulate. If you got 25, 30 friends that all bought at the same time, the stock would jump up in price. In that hopes that other people buy it as well. In hopes that other people say, ooh, the stock's going on up, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it. And maybe that could lead to some sort of chain reaction. But the thing is, traders, while again, sometimes your FOMO may kick in, saying, wow, BJDX is up 156%, I'm going to jump in on that play. Find a reason why. Tell me why. Tell me why would you jump in on it other than saying, well, it's up 156%. Cool, so you're going to buy it at the very tippity top? Cool, so you're going to get involved in the play after it already spiked on up and really all you're going to do is buy in to pay someone out underneath you? If you do not have credibility, don't pull the trigger. If we realize that the stock market is fading and falling and dropping, getting weaker, don't pull the trigger. Don't again jump in because your emotions say, oh wow, that's the best top gainer on the day, let me go ahead and buy it now. The majority of these plays are going to fade and fall and get ugly, okay? So, I want you guys to realize that the majority of the best plays today are going to be from shorts. You can short these plays. Short BJDX, short JNVR, short SUNE. And the thing is, if they do start spiking, I'm not saying you can't trade them. I'm just saying, please understand that there is no credibility behind them and that at any moment they could fall. So while you can make maximum money toward the upside, you definitely can. And maybe BJDX catches fire and the stocks go crazy, there is a chance that this play just falls at the start of the day and does nothing. There's a chance that JNVR just falls at the start of the day and does nothing. And that's what I truly want you guys to gauge right here. So let's take a look at the best plays of today. What are the best spikes of today? What are the best rips and runs? Let me again turn off my float. I'm going to turn off my float filter. I'm going to switch this on out to again, what are the best stocks at this moment so we can see everything and have a clear-cut understanding. So what we have right here, traders, is the best stocks is going to be number one. We do have JNVR, right, with news. JNVR does have news behind it. Now, what's the news that we actually have at this time? It says JNVR team raises approximately $42 million to enhance U.S. public market digital asset treasury strategy. So again, their team raised $42 million. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a good thing. That's very good. So Dek, why is there a red X over it? Well, as you guys know, I picked these keywords and I don't like when I see the word potential, when I see the word maybe, when I see upcoming meeting, or when I see the word offering. So again, the red X is from me, I have the word offering. It has raised approximately $42 million and an offering of convertible notes and warrants. So I don't like that. I don't like the word offering because usually when we have the word offering, it usually leads to a sell-off. It usually leads to a drop. It usually leads to weakness. So I want you to at least be aware that this $42 million was made through an offering. But JNVR is up 140% at this time. Now, what else do we have here, guys? You can see BJDX does not have any sort of news. This list right here is top gainers with news. So JNVR, SUNE, MESA. This right here is the top gainers without news, or just all stocks whatsoever. So you see BJDX does not have news, JNVR, and CHSN. So the thing is, traders, if we want to stick with the most credibility possible, we do have JNVR, which does have the $42 million offering. Also, crypto industry leaders acquire the majority of JNVR, so JNVR is also getting acquired. That's probably the reason why it's more running its way on up. Mesa, what do we have here? Mesa has Republic Airways and Mesa Air Group to combine, creating America's regional airline of choice. So again, it's combining to try to become a new big airline over on Mesa. That one's up 51%. But really, when it comes on down to it here, team, what do we need to understand? JNVR, no news, stock spiking right now. Traders, that's it. Dek, what's the credibility? What's the reasoning? There is none. It's a low float stock that is catching some fire and it's going on a rip and run. This is where, again, your emotions are about to be tested. We just went over this. Your emotions will be tested at times where you are going to ask yourself, should I jump in on a stock that all of a sudden everyone else is buying? Do a mental trade or do it small. If you, again, really can't control yourself, go ahead and do a small and have your lesson be learned. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's just say, hypothetically, Dek, I jump in right at this price of $12.50. Let's just see how I would do. If I jump in at the price of $12.50 with 1,000 shares right now, let it play out mentally and see how much I would do. But the thing is, I get a lot of emails every single day. And people say, Dek, I keep buying at the top. I keep chasing the top and I can't stop chasing at the top. You know, how do I stop doing that? At some point, your lesson is going to be learned. Okay? And what do I mean by that? Is at some point, the stock market is going to discipline you. Now, traders, we can think about it when we're little kids. Now, I'm going to say a story, and again, not everyone may agree with this, but I'm just going to tell you what happened to me on how I was disciplined when I was younger. When I was disciplined when I was younger is, again, I would be spanked in my little butt. So the thing was, if I did something wrong, my mom would spank me, and it would hurt, and it wasn't fun. And I realized in my mind, hey, if I don't want to be hit, guess what? I, again, shouldn't do this. If I don't want to be hit, let me not again push over my little sister. If I don't want to be hit, let me not grab crayons and draw on the walls. If I do not want to be hit, let me not again do something stupid. You correlate that, right? You correlate that as a little kid. Very simple, very easy. Same exact thing in stock trading, but for some reason adults don't correlate it. Oh, Dek, I bought it at the top and I lost my money. What did I do wrong? And it's like, well, okay, another stock's coming on up. Let me buy it at the top again. Let me buy it at the top again. Let me buy it at the top again. You have to, again, understand the stock market is disciplining you for continuously buying at the top over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm not saying JNVR is not going to go up any higher. Guys, it's a low float stock, as we just talked about. Low float stocks can go crazy, right? They're just all big pumps. So as long as the pump stays alive, the stock will keep going up higher and higher and higher. But if you buy at the top over and over and over and over again, in time, you're going to be a losing trader. In time, you're going to lose all your money. Same exact thing. If we want to correlate that to today, traders, we want to correlate that today to the S&P 500. We want to correlate that to, again, trading and investing into long-term plays. Traders, let me ask you guys a question. Who here over the last year, over the last 6 months has fallen into the hype of AI? Dek, just buy anything with the word AI and it's fantastic. AI. Woo, I love AI. Traders, don't we think, again, that means people are getting a little emotional? When we're taking a look over on, again, AI, how's that doing? NVIDIA dropping, right? SMCI dropping, right? TSM right here dropping. All of these companies, right? If you buy at the high, you end up losing. S&P 500, Dek, I just bought at the record high. I just bought at, again, 600. Yes, I bought at the tippity top. Traders, that's awful, right? You never want to celebrate that. You can celebrate it hitting a record high after you getting in at a much lower price. That's okay. If you want to celebrate the S&P 500 because you got in at a much lower price and now it's at a record high, that's great. But you don't want to be celebrating the fact that you are in at the record high. You don't want to be celebrating the fact that you are the last guy that got in at the highest point at 610. Stock trading is the game of opposites, guys. It really is. When everyone's running away from a stock, that's the time you want to buy. When everyone, again, is flooding into the play, that's the time you want to lock in profits. And it really just comes on down to this simple manner, traders, is that a lot of times when the market's down, people say, oh, I'm scared, I want to walk away. When the market's down, guys, this is our Super Bowl. Traders, it's like right now, I don't understand where the negative enthusiasm is coming from. Why people are like, oh man, the stock market's down. Yeah, it's time to get rich. It's time to have the best entries possible. It's the time for you to make money. If you have been sitting on your hands for the past 11 months, you are realizing this is the best value that we have had in the last few years. So again, if anything, everyone should wake the heck up and get ready to make some cash here. So we take a look at this, traders. We could see right here in clear daylight that the S&P 500, and before I even do this, everyone smash that thumbs on up right here and right now. Smash that thumbs up over on YouTube. But as you guys can see, since 2008, the stock market has essentially just been on its normal climb. Now, what do I mean by its normal climb? The S&P 500 has been on that nice 8 to 10% return. This is what we know. This is what we love. The S&P 500, 10% return, year after year. Then in 2018, we raised rates. And as we raised rates, we fell back on down. And the S&P 500 right here, if we take a look, fell from around the price of 300 and dropped on down towards around the price of 232. So we saw a nice little fade at this time. We saw about a $70 drop over on the S&P 500. And guess what? People were definitely freaking out right here. People are definitely nervous. The S&P 500 falling $70 right here. Everyone run for their life. It's scary. This time's different. We haven't seen a drop like this before. This time's different. Okay, and guess what happens? Everyone who missed out on that play, you missed out on this very nice rally. Very nice rally all the way up towards 2020. And then, of course, the stock market fell again. That thing happened. Remember? We all had to wear masks. We all had to stay indoors. We couldn't go anywhere. And we saw the stock market fall again, didn't we? We saw the stock market fall from around 350 down towards around the price of 220. Right? That was a pretty big drop right there. We went all the way from around that 340 mark to, again, that 220 mark. All right? We fell about $120 right here. Whoa! We saw a big drop, a big fade, a big ugliness. And again, people said, we have never seen this in our life. This time is different. This is something we will never be able to recover from ever. Guaranteed, it's different. And then guess what happened? If you missed out on this, we went on one of the best bull rallies in history. As the stock market climbed, Jerome Powell dropped interest rates to nearly zero. Let's send out $1,500 to every single person to help feed their families, but instead, let's just buy MacBooks and cars. That's what happened right there. It was absolutely insane. And then in 2022, we started seeing inflation take on over. And people said, man, inflation, we have never seen it this bad before. 9.1%, man, this time is different. I don't know if the market's going to recover. And the stock market went from 477 and dropped all the way on down towards around the price of 350 of 345. We saw about a $130 drop right here. Yikes. Are we ever going to be able to recover from this? Inflation has been awful, raising interest rates. Man, I don't know if the stock market's going to be able to recover. Of course we do, guys. Stop talking that nonsense. It comes right back on down to the 15-month moving average as it always does. And guess what? We start seeing people spend more money than ever. We start getting that bounce play, and people start falling in love with the most random things. Artificial intelligence, chips, quantum computing, space exploration, nuclear, data centers, you name it, I'm buying it. And we buy in. And then now, guess what happens? The S&P 500 has fallen so far from around the price of $615 down towards around the price of $492. We have fallen so far around $115, let's just say, give or take. So $115 that we have fallen so far. And as you guys can see, there is still more room to fall. This moving average is great. This 50-month moving average is where the majority of the bounces have been. The bounces that we've seen in 2016, 2018, 2020, 2022, and that would most likely be the next opportunity for the dip buy and bounce buy on the, oh, this time's different. Okay? So traders, I will let you guys know, this time's different. This time's different in one way. How is it different? Well, we're at a different price. Other than that, it's going to be exactly the same. Traders, we have recovered from the Great Depression. We have covered from, again, the Great Recession. We have recovered from the dot-com bubble. We have recovered from, again, all of these opportunities. The worst thing that you could ever do is, again, walk away. The worst thing you can ever do is get scared. The worst thing you can ever do is not take advantage of these opportunities. Because I will tell you right now, that if you missed out on 2019 and it was back up in 2020, you said, man, I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I buy in when it was lower? 2020 happens and then you say, I'm so stupid. Why didn't I buy in at 2020? It's all the way up towards, again, 500 now. And it drops on down. You say, I can't believe I keep missing it. This is your chance again. This is your chance to do something, to get an entry, to get that opportunity that you want. What do you guys really think is going to happen? What do you think is really going to happen? The stock market's going to fall to zero? No, that's impossible. That's not going to happen. Sure, we could have, again, a 20% pullback. Sure, we could have a 30% pullback, a 40% pullback. That could definitely happen. We could definitely see some big pullbacks, some big drops, right? Let's, again, take a look right here. We take a look and say, how much did the stock market drop in 2008? Right? How much did the stock market drop? In 2008, the stock market experienced a significant drop. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost approximately 54%. 54% from its peak. That's pretty nuts. How much did the stock market lose back? And again, let's go with 2000, right? In the let's just go in the dot-com bubble, right? In the dot-com bubble. So how much did the stock market drop in the dot-com bubble? So we had 39%. So traders, we are thinking the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst case scenarios. We had about a 50% drop and we had a 39% drop. That's the worst of the worst. Okay? So how much did the stock market drop from all-time highs to current? So what are we at right now? Right? If we again take a look at this moment, we do have year to date, we are currently down 10%, right, over on the Dow. Now the NASDAQ is currently down 22%. We are seeing the S&P 500 down about 18%. I would not be shocked if the S&P 500 comes on down towards, again, I would say 470 and lower. My happy place that I would absolutely love is going to be 470 or lower, down towards, again, like probably like 440. This would be my absolute happiest place that I could be. I mean, that would be absolutely fantastic in any sort of way. So we take a look over on the S&P 500. We definitely want to see this weakness. We definitely want to see this dropping. We definitely want to see this fading. And the thing is, it's absolutely a-okay. Now, as I went over earlier here today, we are having a massive opportunity. Massive opportunity. If we, again, break these on down, traders, we do have Apple at this moment. And again, we actually have everything typed on out here. I saw it over on Fox Runner here. Look at this. Apple is down 26% year to date. Meta is down 17% year to date. Nvidia is down 38% year to date. Google's down 24% year to date. Now, guys, that's not saying it's high. It's probably even down more from its high. We are having Amazon down 23%. Microsoft's down 14%. So again, when we take a look over on these plays right here, what do you guys realize? You are about to have a dip buy on Apple, a 26% dip buy coming on up. That's going to be fantastic. There is going to be opportunities like we saw over on Meta back in 2022. What did we see on Meta back in 2022? Did anyone see? Meta went from the price of $400, crashed on down towards $90, and then spiked on up to $741. That is ridiculous. That is crazy to be thinking about. That is absolutely nuts to have Meta have that big of a drop, that big of a sell-off, and then to be able to recover with some of the strongest moves that we have ever seen. Remember, guys, avoid the FOMO. The FOMO is the fear of missing out. Oh, Dek, I'm scared I'm going to miss out on a big time play. If you have FOMO, it's usually because the stock is near the top. This is the area you want to get in. This is the area you want to get in. This is the area you want to get in. Where does FOMO come in? FOMO comes in again when you're missing out on a play, aka when it's here, or aka when it's here, aka when it's here, or aka when it's up here. Traders, do you want to have FOMO here, where again the stock just fades and falls, fades and falls, fades and falls? If you see FOMO, it's usually because the stock is near highs. You want to again look to be able to get in when everyone is running away, aka near these bottom areas. So I again showed this a little bit earlier. I have a retirement account, traders. My retirement account, my 401k. I have about $110,000 in cash at the moment. Over the past probably 6 months, a little bit longer than that, probably like a year, I have actually had $110,000 in cash in my retirement fund, just sitting in a 5% interest account. So every single year it makes 5%. Not really too much whatsoever. And I reached out and I told him I got to put it in that because I was nervous that the market was going to get a drop because how big these evaluations are. Because of AI, just basically you say the word AI and anything happens here. But I actually just reached out to him. Again, I talked to him on Friday. I actually just texted him, sent him an email here today. But this is what I sent out to him 4 days ago. Right? And I will grab this and bring this over towards to you guys, and you guys will be able to see. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, we got to get ready to go here. So again, his name's Jeffrey. You can see I did this 4 days ago, and I said, as you know, after today the stock market has been absolutely getting crushed. These are the blue chips I would love to be in at great prices. Nvidia sub 90, Amazon 160, Google sub 138, Apple 185, Microsoft sub 343. If you see these prices from now until the summer and also agree with the evaluation, please look to enter with my account. Thank you. Please let me know your thoughts. As of now, I'm happy making 5% in a safe conservative account, as we are seeing now, as this is what I thought would happen last year. This is me again talking to him. Now again, as I already, I also sent him another email earlier this morning over in my retirement account, saying again, while there's still more downside to come, I'm open to starting to entries on anything 25% or lower on the Mag 7 stocks. Not the biggest fan of Tesla, but again, Google, Apple, etc. If there's any ETF or you like, I trust you, but 25% is what I want to start building my position off that $110,000 account. Add heavier at 35% or lower. So, traders, guess what? I'm telling you, I'm showing you guys right now. I'm putting my money where my mouth is on my retirement account, saying, hey, anything that is 25% or lower, start building a position. Anything 35% or lower, start going crazy. Guys, the number one most highest valuation company in the world, Apple, maybe it's Microsoft, but again, Apple is down 26%. Nvidia, the stock that couldn't be beat. Nvidia, the stock that you couldn't lose on. Nvidia, no matter what Nvidia does, it goes on up. Is now down 38%. Nvidia is now down under $100 stock. It has gone from 150 to now on down towards the price of 89. We are coming on up here very shortly, traders, to almost a 50% pullback over on Nvidia. That pullback, Nvidia is definitely going to be getting that, little drop probably back down towards like 85. That's probably going to be where like that new dip buy, that new bounce play opportunity is going to be coming towards. So, Nvidia right here, the example that I give, the example that I said is again, and I'm just trying to break you out of your mold right now, guys. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you out of your mold of being scared and fearful and realize, okay, hey, Dek, I'm going to say thank you in the next year and a half. I will let you know right now. I will let you know I cannot predict the future. I will let you know right now, I do not know the exact prices that Nvidia is going to dip by perfectly. I do not know the exact low of what the S&P 500 will do. I cannot tell you exactly where to buy and be able to say, Dek, that was the most perfect entry ever. But what I can tell you at this time is whenever you are seeing these stocks down this big, down this low, you are getting absolutely incredible entries. For instance, if you buy Apple right now, let's just put a line across the board at the price of 182. If you buy Apple right now, you are buying it at the same price people were buying it 4 years ago at the high. 4 years ago in 2021, people were buying Apple at the price of 181. You are now getting that price 4 years later. Imagine if you bought an Apple 4 years ago and right now you look at your portfolio and over the last 4 years have been completely erased. And everything you've been holding for the last 4 years has just been pointless. Kind of annoying, right? Isn't it? It's very frustrating. But if you haven't entered yet, think about how incredible this is. Think about Amazon right here. Amazon, if you buy again this morning at the price of 165, 166, you are getting the same entry people were buying 5 years ago in 2020. 2020, people are buying at these prices. Isn't that insane? We are getting value on a 5-year discount at this time. That is absolutely nuts to be thinking about, right? Let's take a look over on like Google. Google, same exact thing. Stocks down towards around this 142 mark. You are getting in at the same entries people are buying in at peaks of 2021. Traders, the reason why I'm stating this right here is because I want you to take advantage of the value we have. There's two different traders right now, two different people I know. People that are excited about this opportunity. People that are excited that they know that they're going to be getting in and they're going to be able to make money over time. And there's people right now that are walking away. That's saying, I don't want to be involved in this market. Could you imagine walking away when everything's the absolute cheapest? That's like, again, basically saying, hey, you know what? Let's say we have a Black Friday sale, or again, Walmart's having everything's on discount. You say, no. I don't want any sale. I don't want anything like that. I want to buy when prices are the high. You see that big jumbo TV screen over there? It's usually $1,000. I want to pay out $1,001 because that's the type of consumer I am. I want to get the value out, baby. Now, again, why would you ever want to do that? If you want that big plasma screen TV, don't you want it for $600 instead of paying $1,000? Now imagine if it's $100,000 and now I'm only having to pay $60,000. Right? That's basically what it is. We are getting massive discounts here. Massive discounts. So the thing is, we want to take advantage of that. So what I told my guy here is I said, out of these Mag 7 plays, out of these Mag 7 stocks right here, anything that's down more than 25%, start adding a position. Dek, why is the Mag 7? The Mag 7 is the Magnificent 7. It is the best companies, the best stocks, the best place. I'm not saying, again, go buy, something random sketchy right now. I'm not saying go buy SoFi or something. And again, I like SoFi, but that's just an example. I'm not saying, hey, go ahead and buy JNVR and hold that forever. JNVR is the #1 top gainer. Hold that forever. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, again, buy the best of the best companies right now. Buy the strongest companies. Buy the companies that have been through the dot-com bubble and survived. Been through the 2008 bubble and survived. Been through 2020 and survived. Let's go through those. So the thing is, I told him anything that's under 25%, add. Start adding. Right? Add. Start adding. Google, about to be here. About to start adding. Right here. About to start adding. We are about to start adding on all these plays. I'm about to start a position. And then I said, what? I said, once we cross on over 35%, so once we again go 35% or lower, right? Year to date, get ready to go crazy. I want you adding as much as you can underneath, again, 35% or lower. And the reason why I'm saying that is because these are the best companies in the world. Traders, if I get a 50% discount on Apple, yeah, I'm going to take it. Do you not think Apple is going to recover? Do you not think Nvidia is going to recover? Do you not think Amazon is going to recover? These are some of the best companies in the world. So that's what I'm trying to get you guys to gauge and understand here. It's not a time of being scared. It's a time of celebration, baby. It's a time to be able to say, this is it. I know the majority of you guys have not probably added on any sort of long-term investments. I know the majority of you guys have probably not, again, put yourself on any sort of plays. And right now, as the S&P 500 is still getting weaker, we are getting ourselves an opportunity for massive success. So, team, let's go back over to Foxrunner here and read this. It says, please read what you need to know about the day trading this market. So what you need to know about day trading this market. As the stock market drops, investors will become more conservative with their funds. Fear equals uncertainty. Uncertainty equals selling. Unfortunately, this means we do not expect to see many spikes in the small cap market today. When the SPY is down, this leads to investors being deterred from more risky investments. On the contrary, when the SPY is up and everyone is making money, we see investors more willing to invest in more of these volatile investments. At this time, do not be over eager to jump into small cap plays with news, as you may see that they do not have as much follow through. Most spikes today will be short-lived. Most breakouts today will be from low float pumps on no news, aka JNVR. On the other hand, we highly suggest focusing on the Mag 7 this morning, as incredible dip buy entries are right around the corner. Right now is the best value we have seen in years on some of the strongest stocks. So, take a look. Apple, 50-month moving average is at the price of $175. Nvidia, sub $100 stock. That's pretty crazy. Right, we have Google coming on up towards, again, 134. So again, we are seeing a lot of this opportunity right here at this time, traders. Now, as we know, as we have been seeing, right, what else is falling at this time? The United States stock market is not the only thing falling at this time. Global markets crashed last night. Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, China, Malaysia, Australia, Philippines, New Zealand. All of these markets have been absolutely dumping. Cryptocurrency is now taking the hit. Cryptocurrency is now falling in the market footsteps. Everything is red. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano, Dogecoin, Sui, BNB, Chainlink, everything is in the red right now. Everything is falling right now. Everything is dropping at this moment. So as we see everything falling and dropping and fading, this is where we are starting to see that weakness here, traders, right? We also can see though, remember, what have I been talking about? With every dip comes the best opportunity. In 2019, Bitcoin crashed to $3,600. 2020, Bitcoin crashed to $5,400. 2022, it crashed to $15,400. 2024, it crashed to $54,000. Bitcoin crashed to $77,000 right now in 2025. Traders, understand this. I can't make this any more clear because I love you guys and I really want you guys making money. These dips are not times to walk away. It's time to get ready for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 year bull rally. Now again, there is probably more downside to go. There's probably more weakness to go. But at the same time, let's be prepared and let's not have fear deter us from even trading the markets. So it says the stock market just came off its worst 2-day crash in history. The Dow posted back-to-back losses of more than 1,500 points for the first time ever, including a 2,231-point shell stocking on Friday. The S&P 500 dropped 6% on Friday alone. Traders, the stock market almost got halted on Friday. A 6% drop. The benchmark lost 10% in the last 2 days, putting it more than 17% down. So guys, the NASDAQ is now down 22% at this time. So we are seeing massive drops, massive weakness, massive fading at this time. Now, all this information right here, guys, everything I just went over is over on Fox Runner, so make sure you guys go check that out if you guys haven't yet, so that you guys are all good. But let's get ready to see what this day brings us. Let's get ready to see what this day is going to do, because already today, the S&P 500 is already starting down with a 3% drop. Traders, this is going to get a little wild. This is going to get a little crazy. Now, we can go ahead and trade our prop firm account. What do we want to do with the prop firm here today, traders? What do we want to do with the prop firm? Do we want to look for that dip, buy, or bounce, or is that ridiculous? Do we just have to go with momentum and say, Dek, there's no way we can go against this market. We have to go with momentum and just see this thing continuously fade. So again, as you guys know, I have been using my prop firm over here, One Stop Prop. And they have been absolutely fantastic to us. They've been taking suggestions, learning, listening, and doing everything that, you know, we need them to do. So again, shout out to One Stop Prop. But that's been my prop firm account, getting ready to rock and roll. So let's get ready to do this, guys. Let's get ready to do what we do best. We're looking to be able to absolutely crush it here today and see again what the S&P 500 could really be, where this money could be made for us. So right now, team, S&P 500 is still fading and falling. Now, I do think at this time it is a little ludicrous. It's a little bit crazy and it's a little bit hard to say, hey, let's go against the market and look for a dip buy and bounce play. Now you might say, well, Dek, aren't you thinking about, you know, possible dip buys and bounce plays on long-term investments? Yes, I am. I am definitely thinking about that at that time with, of course, you know, Apple coming on down to 177. Traders, look how crazy this is. Let's go back to a monthly time frame right now. Look at this. Apple, 177 at this moment, traders. You are getting the same exact price that you were getting involved in all the way back in 2021 right now. Amazon right now. Amazon almost coming back on down into the 150s here very soon. This is nuts. These are, again, like absolutely insane prices here. Meta could actually still pick up some steam. Where's NVIDIA at? NVIDIA currently sitting at $88 at this moment. $88 at this time over on NVIDIA. We could possibly be getting our dip buys, definitely getting that weakness. So I'm actually, again, sending my email to my guy here and saying, hey, start some positions. So this is for my long-term investment account, guys. Just a little heads on up. I'm just letting him know, hey, start some positions. All right, awesome. So just wanted to go ahead and bring that on over. Traders, we have a ton of weakness. Now it's also, again, kind of just like a little bit of a show at this moment, traders. To be frank with you, it is a show at this time. People are again saying, hey, Dek, I like watching The Bachelorette. Hey, Dek, I like watching, again, you know, baseball. Hey, Dek, I like watching Gilmore Girls. I like watching the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. This is my entertainment right here. Guys, this is right here, season 5 of the stock market at this time. And right now we have the S&P 500. We got Trump and Jerome Powell. We got, again, Nancy Pelosi. Guys, speaking of Nancy Pelosi, that lady is losing millions of dollars right now. Losing millions of dollars. Does anyone know that? Yeah, I mean, take a look at this, team. If you guys come over here, click Congressional Trading. Congressional Trading. Nancy Pelosi's portfolio is getting absolutely wrecked. She is probably down so much at this time. She has not exited anything at this moment, and she's down so big. She, again, her biggest buy was $1 million of VST. So she got involved in VST, and she bought in back on January 13th. She bought in on January 13th $1 million, January 13th Google, January 13th Amazon, January 13th NVIDIA. She only bought in 4 plays, or 4 plays so far, and 5 plays, TEM as well. 5 plays in 2025. And look how bad all of these are. Since that she has pulled the trigger, since she has gotten in, look at VST. Look at her investment on VST, guys. She's probably lost $1 million already. She has to. Amazon, she's had to lose that $1 million already. She's had to lose this money already, right? It's like she has been getting absolutely smoked in the market here. So right now, traders, we are seeing so much weakness. But, I mean, she's definitely lost a lot. She has definitely lost a lot of money. I don't know. So I know some people that made you happy. So her net worth is still a little up there. Let's just be frank with you, right? Her net worth is still a little up there. So let's see. Net worth Nancy Pelosi. So she's probably lost about $5 million. Her net worth at this time is $114 million. Or her net worth is $240 million. So now her net worth, guys, let's take it to her. Let's take it to her. She lost $5 million. Her net worth is $235 million now. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe. You know what's the stupidest thing in the world? I love this, right? This is the greatest thing in the world right here. Let's see here. What is Nancy Pelosi's salary? Nancy Pelosi, her salary. How much does she make a year on her salary? Nancy Pelosi's salary is $223,000. So Nancy Pelosi, her annual salary is $223,000. I can understand that. That is, again, she's a high-ranked government official, but her net worth is $202 million. Okay, so either she has been working for the last 1,000 years, or there's something sketchy going on. She's either been working for the last 1,000 years, or again, it's something a little sketchy is going on. Now, at the same time, guys, if we wanted to break this on down, I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe she did just hit 1,000 years. There's potential. She might have been working for 1,000 years. Let's not again count that out. Let's not count that out. Right now, traders, S&P 500 still getting weaker. Guys, S&P 500 still getting weaker. Deck, where is there going to be a potential dip buy? Potential dip buy is going to be back on down towards around that 484 mark. Traders, also please notice how right now we're at 3.8%. Okay? If we hit 7%, the entire stock market turns off for 30 minutes. Or 15 minutes, I believe. Sorry. So if we hit 7%, the entire stock market turns off. I've only seen that happen one time. And that happened back in 2020. Remember in 2020 when everyone was wearing the masks and everyone was freaking out, no one would touch each other, stuff like that? That's the only time that I ever saw the stock market hit a 7% drop in a day. And then guess what? It was weird. It was eerie. No one was doing anything. Everyone was just sitting there and nothing was moving. Not just S&P 500. Every stock on the entire stock market was frozen. So if we keep on going lower, if we keep on fading, if we keep going, lower and lower and lower and lower here, that's where we can definitely see that weakness. Traders, we are still dropping. Deck, what's the perfect price again? The perfect price on how low the stock market can actually go on down to, switch over to the monthly chart, would be this blue line right here. That's going to be at the price of 465 right now. 465 would technically be the lowest price that we can get down to. Obviously, you can always go lower, but I'm looking at the 2016 bounce, 2018 bounce, 2020 bounce, 2022 bounce. That's the price that the majority of the stock market buyers in world would get involved in. Now, let me ask you guys a question right now. If we know that this is the prime perfect price, we know that that is the prime perfect price, what price would you start looking to enter? What price, if you say, hey, Deck, 464 is the best price that we can see statistically speaking. Not the best price Deck is talking. Statistically speaking, this is the best price possible. Where would you say, I don't want to miss out on this? Where would you say, hey, the S&P 500 has now fallen over 20%. How much lower can we go? I don't want to miss out on the dip buy. Are you guys going to start entering at 480? 484? Deck, I got to wait until at least 475. Deck, I have to wait until 464. So are you guys sitting here and waiting for another $20 drop over on the S&P 500? Are you waiting for that $20 collapse here? Or are you going to start entering some a little bit right now? Are you going to start getting yourself involved in maybe some of these a little bit right now here? Right? So that's the thing. Gator Trader, options moving weird like 2020 today, actually. What do you mean, Gator Trader? Can you explain for traders how are options moving? So right now, these plays are still, again, fading. These plays are still falling. Are the options just getting destroyed by like time decay or delta or implied volatility or gamma delta sigma chi? All those weird Greeks. Right now, the S&P 500 is trying to get a little bit of a bounce. It's just so risky to go against the market. It really is. Guys, do I want to throw it? Hey, guys, let's get a dip buy. Let's get a bounce play. 100%. I would love to throw that out there. But at the same time, it's like, I just don't think we can. I don't think we can throw it out there, right? I don't know if we can throw a dip buy or bounce play out there, right? That's kind of what it comes on down to. So JNVR here, still watching absolutely everything. S&P 500 still getting weaker. And we're going to see, of course, what we can get coming on up in the future. Traders, I did make a deal with you guys over on YouTube. If we get over 300 thumbs up, if we get over 300 likes, 300 thumbs up, I'm going to go live tomorrow. And if we get over 300 thumbs up, I'm going live the next day. Now, traders, I'm going to let you guys know. We have been doing a very big sale in the springtime. And we are going to be doing that once again. So I want to announce this for everyone. Next week, guys, just a little heads on up. Next week, it is going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We are going to be having a spring Black Friday sale. Spring Black Friday. Now, what does that mean? That means every single membership on Tradecaster.com, if you want to watch me live stream every single day, is going to have a 50% discount. That's the lifetime, that's the annual, that's the semi-annual, and that's the monthly. So again, next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are having a spring Black Friday sale, 50% off every single membership package. So I didn't even tell anyone about this. This is the first time we're having this here. Black Friday in spring, 50% off every single package. If you guys are already a member, you can upgrade for your membership for cheaper. This will be $400 for 6 months. Annual is going to be under $1,000. Lifetime membership is going to be cheaper than an annual membership. How crazy is that, guys? So every single thing next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is going to be 50% off. If you want to become a Tradecaster member, if you want to upgrade your membership, or again, if you guys are interested in becoming lifetime memberships. So, heads up for every single person. That's going to be insane. So, we're getting all prepared and ready to rock and roll for, again, the Black Friday in the spring. Wolves, send me an email, buddy. dekmartrades@gmail.com. So again, if you want to contact me, buddy, send me an email, dekmartrades@gmail.com, or you can hit up the blue circle in the bottom left-hand corner right now, and they will be happy to help you on out. So yeah, guys, that's going to be absolutely awesome, absolutely insane. Biggest sale we're going to be having right now. Probably, again, it's going to be this sale and then in November. Those would be the two big sales. This sale and in November. But traders, S&P 500 absolutely falling apart at this time. Guys, look at this thing. We can't stop. We can't drop here. We keep getting weaker here. Look how much lower this market is continuously fading. 483. We just came on down to 482.73. Is anyone sitting on puts right now? I mean, the thing is, traders, if you want to go on puts, I mean, I am not opposed in any sort of way. Especially, again, if we wanted to jump in over on, again, the prop firm account right here. Jump in on the prop firm account, be able to, again, pull the trigger and just say, hey, Dek, how can we not go against this market right now? This market's fading, falling, dropping, and just getting weaker and weaker and weaker, right? Should we, again, just load on up on some puts and kind of go with it? Right? This is the newer prop firm account, and just this whole entire market has been fading and dropping, getting weaker. Traders, I'm going to go with, puts here. I'm going to enter right here and just say, hey, Dek, you know what? Let's ride out some puts. Let's, again, see if this thing can get weaker and fade, and it's just because we can't go against it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be a guy that's looking for a dip buy. If we do see a dip buy, if we do see a bounce, that's fine. But I'm just riding with the momentum on the downside right now. Look at this, guys. Already up $300 on this. I just jumped in S&P 500 shorts, S&P 500 puts. And just, again, this is on the prop firm account. And it's so hard to say, hey, let's not do this. It's so hard to say, hey, let's not go against this momentum. It's so hard to say, hey, let's look for a bounce play. There could always be a bounce play. There could be a dip buy coming up in the next 2 minutes. But at the same time, traders, I'm not going to be the guy looking for a dip buy while the whole entire S&P 500 is fading and falling. Okay? So just want to be open with you. Just want to be honest with you. I am going to give that a chance. Now, Dek, where would you get out of this play? I would say, again, I would give myself about a $500 stop loss over on this, trade. $500 stop loss over on that trade. If, again, we fall underneath $500, I will be getting out. Dek, what's your target on this play? About $1,000. So if we can make a little over $1,000, we can just keep holding and, crushing it, make that money. Right now, we're up about 372, getting ready to get weaker and keep on dropping even lower. So this market is definitely kind of bouncing around all over the place right now. Definitely bouncing all over the place. We are looking for a brand new low and seeing if we can keep getting a little bit weaker. Not going to allow myself to lose more than $500 though, as I said, just because I don't want to see that weakness. Right now though, it is to get a little bit more of that bounce. Got to get ready to get out here if we stay above that 483 mark. It is right now, guys. I'm going to get out of this play and take a $400 loss. So again, $400 loss I just took at this moment. Did get a little bit of a bounce. Again, I can't look for bounces, guys. I'm sorry. Now, if you're wondering, Dek, what is this right here? This is a prop firm test. Little heads on up. So I want to throw this out to every single person. This is, again, not real money here. Okay? I want to throw that out to every single person. What this is an application test. So again, the way prop firms work, little heads on up for anyone who does not know, is you have to take a test. Once you pass the test, you then get funded. So I want everyone to realize what I need to do here. I have $98,000 in this account. I have to get to $108,000. Okay? I have to get to $108,000 before I lose $12,000. Okay? So before I lose $12,000, I have to make $8,000. And that proves that I'm a good enough trader to be funded. Okay, does that make sense? So I want you guys to realize something. This money that I'm trading right here, this is, again, me in a test trying to get to the $8,000 target. Okay? I want to be honest, open, transparent. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, he's faking, he's a faker, he's scamming, he's a scamming loser. No, guys, that's not what it is. This is taking a test to get funded. I want to take the test live in front of you guys so you guys can see it. Okay? Now, with that being stated, I do have my real money over here, which is going to be, of course, over on the small account challenge. The small account challenge, for anyone who does not know, is currently sitting at $9,050 at this time. $9,050 over on the small account challenge, which we have turned real money, $5,000 into $9,050, about an 85% return during this crashing market. So we, again, have been able to, we've been posting every P&L on the small account. We've done every live trade on the small account, but I know prop firm trading is something that's very big now. Prop firm trading is something that's very important now that a lot of people don't have $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. So again, they have been doing prop firm accounts. So I wanted to do a prop firm, kind of get into the business with you guys and be able to do it and enjoy it. So that's what I've been doing at this time. Little heads on up for every single person as well. I always want to post this for you guys. The prop firm that I'm using is One Stop Prop. If you guys do get a prop, go to the prop firm. You guys can buy one test, and if you fail it, you get one test for free. So just little heads on up. It's called BOGO. Go ahead and check that on out. So again, I'm using One Stop Prop for my prop firm at this time. You guys can go check that on out. Everything is right here. The thing is, I got to make I start with $100,000. I got to get to an $8,000 profit before I lose $12,000. Dek, what happens if you get to $8,000? If I get to $8,000, then I get $100,000 to trade. So if I, again, get to 8,000, I get $100,000 to trade. I get to keep profits, and there's like a split, of course. Since they supply the money, they, again, keep a percentage of the profits. But, again, I get to keep the profits as well. So, again, that's what's the beauty of prop firm trading. J-Bo, Dek, how does it work if you're 6 month just renewed and you want to jump over a lifetime? So again, what we would be doing is you have the 6 month and then the lifetime would just start right after the 6 month. So for instance, if you have a 6 month membership and you say, Dek, I want to upgrade to a 12-month membership after, of course, on the Black Friday sale this upcoming week. Okay, great. You get the 6 month membership and then we add the time to it with the discounted price. So the thing is, you do have all the time you paid for, plus, again, the discounted price after it. So, Dek, I'm on a month. I want to go to 6 month. You get the rest of the month, plus, again, the 6 month membership. If you have a 6 month membership, you want to get the 12 month membership, you get the 6 months, plus, again, the 12 months added, again, once the 6 month membership ends. If you want to get a lifetime, you have all, again, access forever. So, again, if you have access forever, that after the 6 month membership happens. Squeeze Ape Deck, did One Stop Prop give you the discount code to remove the accumulating max loss? I don't have the exact answer. So again, please contact their one-on-one support chat if there's a certain discount you have to put, or if they just changed it completely. Because remember guys, I had a phone call with them for like an hour last week saying, hey, you can't have 8,000 bucks. The 8,000 is just too close. It's like not possible. So again, they said, you're right, you know what, we'll push it back to 12,000. So they pushed it back to 12,000 because of you guys, because again, we did this together. So because of our community, they changed it from an 8,000 max loss to 12,000, which is absolutely fantastic and absolutely incredible. And I think they changed it all around. If not, again, ask them. You know, I would just contact them and ask. Right now, guys, the SPY is getting that little dip buy. The SPY is getting my bounce. The SPY is trying to move itself on up here slowly. All right, so let's see. Right now here we got the VWAP still holding on up. Let's see how low everything has dropped though. If we take a look, is Apple, guys, this is prime time. Is anyone adding in on Apple at that 175 mark? I mean, Apple at that 175 mark. I have told my retirement guy, my 401k, buy some Apple. I literally have just told him, go ahead, get involved in Apple at that 50-day moving average. Now, I'm not saying put in $110,000 in Apple, but give me again a position. Start giving me some positions here. Traders, you know what I think is a really crazy one? Nvidia. Nvidia, guys, this morning, Nvidia is down to $86. $86 over on Nvidia. Trying to get that bounce play, trying to move itself on up. Nvidia trying to work itself, trying to still climb, right? So the thing is, this is getting crazy. Gator Trader Deck, I just jumped in on Meta for long term. I just jumped in on Apple for long term. Okay, so Meta, again, Meta, how low is that one coming on down? Meta's been having a nice little drop. The only thing, again, Meta is just, it's gone on such a ridiculous spike. It's been holding up so well. Also, traders, I know what this is getting really crazy. The Bitcoin prices, right? Oh, look at this. Bitcoin down to 76,000 at this time. Traders, if you are interested in Bitcoin, it's the same exact thing. You want to look for what? There's, you know how we have the Magnificent Seven? Tesla, Google, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia. We're talking about the best plays. There is like a Magnificent Seven, I would say, out of like a crypto. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, USDC, Solana, right? Cardano, you know, Chainlink. Those are like the best ones of crypto. Would anyone here say, hey, Deck, this is the best dip buy we are seeing in Ethereum? Ethereum has not done anything. People are, you know, under evaluating it. Could Ethereum have the dip buy of a lifetime, getting filled at 1,500 bucks right here? Ethereum was at $4,000. It has given over 100% return back, right? We're seeing this down like 120% at this moment. You know, Ethereum's having a very big drop. Bitcoin at this time. All right, we take a look over here. Bitcoin was over 100,000 bucks. 100,000. Bitcoin has room to go, probably I would say like 69,000. A lot of support, probably back on down to 70, 69,000. Could get another $7 drop or so. So again, Bitcoin's been getting a little bit weaker. What about, again, XRP? One of the new fan favorites. XRP, you can see super sharp spike, super sharp decline. Super sharp spike, super sharp decline. And then again, XRP, super sharp spike, and now it's sitting at around the price of $1.80. Guys, XRP was all the way up towards $3.11. Traders, we're coming back on down right here. We're almost having this very nice pullback. You know, we start going back down to $1.50. We start going back on down towards a low $1. Could anyone want to jump in on XRP and say, hey, this is absolutely fantastic? Right? There was a very small window of success to be able to get, you know, XRP at somewhere between that $1.30, $1.20 mark. These are, again, great new areas to be able to get involved in XRP. So if you are a crypto guy, now again, don't be running from crypto. Be excited about crypto. If you're a crypto guy, this could be one of the best chances for you. Guys, S&P 500 going against it. Now again, Deck, you know, your little prop firm trade right there. You happy? You upset? What's going on with your prop firm trade? Traders, that's a trade that I'm 100% satisfied with. And you might say, Deck, how are you satisfied with that trade? How can I not be satisfied with that trade? Are you guys kidding me? I, again, just jumped in on puts almost right next to the low of the day. I, again, said, let me have a $500 stop loss, and I lost 500 bucks. I got in at the first orange line, or at the bottom orange line. I got out at the second orange line. This was my entry and exit, here and here. Imagine if I kept on holding and hoping. Imagine if I said, oh guys, hey, let's keep on holding it. It'll come back on down. No, you lose all your money. I will tell you right now, I am not in the business of losing all my money. I am not in the business of holding and hoping. I'm not in the business of gambling. I'm not in the business of, again, doing that. I, again, get in on my play, and I got out the moment it wasn't working. The moment it wasn't working, I moved on. The moment it wasn't working, I got out of the play. I was in at the price of 482 and got out at the price of 43. That's what happened on my trade right there. How awesome is that? Because I want to I want to lead you guys here to say, hey, all right, if this play is not working on out, we're not going to go against the game plan. The game plan is, again, get in and see the market fall. That's not, again, what we want here. Little heads on up, JNVR getting a little bit of action. Traders, let's go back over to JNVR at this time. JNVR at this moment. This is a play that has gone from $5,000. It spiked on up towards around $18. So, or excuse me, $5, and it spiked on up towards around $8. This play has been going crazy, squeezing, spiking, moving, running. JNVR from, again, that $4 mark and still consistently squeezing up towards around that $18. Now, again, the issue is, what's the news? The issue is, what is the why? JNVR right here. What is actually happening here? Well, again, when we take a look over on this play here, when we go over to the news, what do we have on JNVR? JNVR news. Okay, this came out today. JNVR crypto industry leaders acquire JNVR. JNVR approximately raises $42 million. So there was it getting acquired, and it raised $42 million from the acquisition. If we take a look over on to do JNVR right here, JNVR does have news, did come on out. So again, this play is actually getting acquired from crypto leaders, whatever that means, crypto leaders. And now again, the play went from $4 up towards around $18. Could JNVR be a stock that's going to go nuts? Can JNVR be the penny stock play of today? Could JNVR be a stock that, again, traders going to say, hey, Dek, this thing is going to start going wild? If you want to pull the trigger on this play, if you want to give JNVR a chance, I would say somewhere back on down near around 15 bucks. See if, again, the stock can be able to fade back on down here slightly. See if you can get filled here, you know, and again, this is a high risk play. Please, 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 please understand that. JNVR at this moment, I am not in on this play. So again, my positions are 0 out of 0. I do like it does have credibility. It does have a press release. We do have support back on down to 1335. We do have resistance, you know, old resistance, more up towards around that 1650 mark. If this stock starts getting a little bit of a pullback and then starts going crazy, we could get some action. I would say if you want to give penny stocks a chance here today, which I'm not opposed to. I'm not opposed to, again, giving, again, the small account challenge a chance. Stop losses are key. Just like I had on the prop firm. Stop losses are key. Stop losses are going to be crucial. You have to enter, and again, if you are in the red, get out. Traders, I will never be upset in myself. I would never be upset with a trader if they did this as their plan. If they came up to me and said, hey, Dek, I see JNVR have strong support right here. I am going to enter right here, right above support. And I'm going to get out if it goes right here. And my target is going to be up here. So basically, what are we doing? There is basically 4x that we can win if the stock bounces and goes on up. And if the stock fades and falls on down, we again are going to take 1x, like a very small loss. Basically, we have a 4-to-1 risk to reward, right? Or a reward to risk. 4-to-1, where we have, again, tons of opportunity to profit, and we only have a little opportunity to fade and fall. If you're, guys, you will never make money if you're not willing to jump in on a trade. You'll never make money if you don't get involved in on plays. But the thing that you need to understand is if a play is not working, though, get out of it. That's the issue. There are two types of traders, okay? There are two types of traders in the stock market, and I want you to try to figure out which one you are right now, okay? When we start trading, there's going to be either this guy over here. This guy is going to be the cocky trader. What do I mean by cocky trader? Is that he just trades 24/7. He is constantly jumping on in place, basically just over trading. Now, ask yourself right now, are you the person that is over trading? Do you buy A, buy B, buy C, buy D, buy E, buy F, buy G? Dek, I buy everything. Everything that moves, I buy it because it could turn into the next big runner. Are you the person that buys on everything and you lose all your money? Or are you the person over here, which is, again, very scared? Are you, again, scared to trade? Are you, again, very scared, very fearful? Are you the person that says, Dek, I was going to trade that, but I never trade. Every single time I'm about to pull the trigger, I never do it. So are you this guy? There's usually only one or two. It's either you're the person that is trading everything 24/7, or you're the person that says, Dek, I'm too scared to trade because I don't want to lose my money. Okay? So, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to try to figure out and try to be, okay, am I on this side or am I on this side? Now what I want you guys to do is try to get to the middle. The middle is great, but you need to actually change these words slightly. You do not want to be the cocky guy. What you want to be is the confident guy. Now, what does confidence come from? Confidence comes from understanding. Confidence comes from preparation. Confidence comes from experience. So we are going to be confident, but we're not going to overtrade. We're going to be confident and we're going to be willing to jump in. So we are going to trade when there is an opportunity. We are going to trade when there is a chance. We are going to trade when we see a setup. But at the same time, we're not never going to trade. We're not going to be fearful. We're not going to say, oh, I can't lose my money. But we're also going to be on this side. We're going to be disciplined. We're going to be disciplined enough to not jump in at times. We're going to be disciplined enough to say, you know what? I don't want to jump in on that play. I'm going to be disciplined enough to say, hey, that's not the setup that I want. I'm going to move on, or I'm going to have a stop loss. The perfect trader is not a cocky trader or a person that trades 24/7. It's not a scared trader, a fearful trader, or someone who's never willing to get in. The perfect trader is going to be someone who at times is willing to jump in because they're confident, they have the trading experience. And at the same time, if a trade is not going well, they have the discipline to sit out of it, or they have the discipline to cut out of it. So, start erasing this from your mind. Start erasing these and start figuring out how can you be these guys down here. Okay? Be willing to buy, be willing to jump in on a play, but also be willing to get out. Be willing to let a play pass you by. So that's what you guys need to understand when, again, you are trading these plays. S&P 500, guys, S&P 500 with a rally right now. S&P 500 with the rally. S&P 500 with the move right now. Nice dip buy. First green candle in a while over on the SPY. Now, traders, issue coming on up. Little heads on up for you guys. Take a little bit of a step back. What's the issue, Dek? The issue is we are about to hit the pre-market highs coming on up. Pre-market high is going to be right around that 498 mark. Now, let's also add post-market. Let's get a good idea about post-market here. So we have, again, pre-market, 499 is going to be some strong resistance. Right near that 499 mark. You can see, again, some old spiking highs here, some old spiking highs here. And then you are going to have some bottom dips and, you know, some strong resistance up near around like 505. Right? That's kind of where we closed that before. So, remember, no, didn't mean to do that. What you guys have to do and what you guys have to realize, what time frame are we in right here? Going back to about a 5-minute time frame. What you guys have to realize is, where can we run up to before we start having some trouble? Where can we run up to before we start having some serious resistance? Pre-market high is right around 499.500. It's going to be tough to get back above 500. You can actually see we are getting rejected, though, at this moment. We're getting rejected at 497, which was where we were at pre-market, upper shadow, and turned and fell. Here's like a 497.85 where we came up to and turned and fell. Here we came up, turned and fell. Here we came up, turned and fell. So again, you guys can see we are hitting these areas, turning and falling, trying to get those dip buys and bounce plays off those areas. All right. So traders, we'll see what this SPY is going to be doing for us. SPY is trying to hold itself on up. SPY is going to be getting after it and seeing what we're going to be getting. Little side note, traders, for our Black Friday sale next week, little heads on up. We are going to be giving every single person who signs up in any capacity, upgrading your membership, starting a membership, lifetime membership, if you do not have them, all of my trade idea scanner settings. So if you do not have them, we are giving them out to you guys for free, which is going to be absolutely awesome. Also, again, we are going to be including, we're going to be asking Fox Runner for any discounts they could be having coming on up. They are going to be having a free 30-day pass, which is absolutely awesome, which is absolutely great. And then One Stop Prop, we'll see if they're going to be having anything as well. So, little things that you guys might want to be checking on out right here. Those are, again, trade idea scanners. Make sure you guys are going to watch those. Make sure you guys are prepared for those. And then on top of that here, ladies and gentlemen, we do have our Fox Runner news scanner. That does come with a free 30-day pass so that you guys are all set. But we're going to see what we can do. We're going to see what we can get as well for the Black Friday sale. Spring Black Friday, baby. I mean, hey, I think it's an appropriate time. Right now, guys, the stock market is dumping. This is the time to start getting involved in the stock market. I'm waiting for a confirmation email from my retirement guy saying, "Hey, Sean, don't worry, I got you in. You're in again on Apple at that bottom. You're in S&P 500 at 482." So right now we are all set, ready to rock and roll here. Traders, S&P 500. Now, little side note, every single day, for anyone who does not know, we do start the day, okay? For everyone tomorrow, we start the day around 7 a.m. in the morning. So I've already been live streaming for the last 3 hours. So if you guys are just logging on right now, if you just logged in at 9 o'clock, if you just logged in at 9:30, we start the live stream at, again, 7 a.m. Eastern time, just because, hey, there's a lot of opportunity. There's chances to make money. We want to be able to profit. We want to be able to get that cash. Little sign out, guys. JNVR trying to stay alive right here. Anyone interested in some JNVR entries if this thing starts getting back above 20 bucks? Deck, where would the dip buy be? Dip buy at this area would be back down towards around that 1650 mark. If you're ever interested in a dip buy over on JNVR, if it starts going on down, there is always that fear of it getting halted. 1731 is the halt area where it says LULD. If you guys do not know that, you can always check over on the level 2. Not all level 2s have it. You do need to use a premium broker, but you guys can see right here. See where this says at this time, LULD? LULD stands for a limit up, limit down. So there's an LULD on this side as well. Stands for limit up, limit down. So if the LULD is touched, that means the stock is falling. That means it's going to be limited. It's going to be halted, right? Limit up, limit down. What price is it going to get limited at? What price is the halt going to happen? 1731. What price would it get halted on the upside? 2116. So again, where are we at right now? 1731. Why? Because it hit the limit price. Okay? So just a little heads up, you can always know when a stock is going to get halted based off the limit up, limit down price. Okay? All right. JNVR halted on the downside. S&P 500 here, traders. Trying to rally today. Again, S&P 500. Deck, how high do you think the SPY can get back up to? I think the S&P 500, my price prediction would be probably back up towards above 500. I do think the S&P 500, if we do get this rally, if it can hold on up, we will get back above 500. What's the issue right now? Issue right now is we are still having a little bit of like a downtrend, right? Issue right now is we're connecting the highs. Issue right now is this is where the weakness is at. Traders, let's just again, let's delete, let's start fresh here. What are we realizing? We are realizing in a very simple, easy fashion, we have top resistance, we fade back on down. 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 Top resistance, we are starting to fade. Where do you think the breakout could occur? The breakout will occur when, again, the stock goes here. Right now, guys, we are technically on the bearish side of the platform, right? Wouldn't you guys agree? Right now, we are essentially on the bearish side. So what do I mean by bearish? Bearishness is going to be we have more sellers than buyers at this moment. At this exact moment in time, there are more people willing to sell as long as we stay underneath this area. Now, Deck, when would we go bullish? Bullish would be if we can get above and stay above this area. And that's where we have all that room to run. Look how nice this place looks, guys. Right now, basically, what do we have? Imagine we're in like a jail, okay? We're outside in the jail yard, and this is the wall that's containing us in the jail. Guess what? We, again, lower our shoulder, and we try to hit this wall, trying to knock down that wall. It didn't work. And we tried it again, and it didn't work. And we tried it again, it didn't work. And tried it again, it didn't work. And we're trying it again, and it still has not worked. Now, let's say, hypothetically, we, again, run as hard as we possibly can. We, again, close our eyes, we hit this wall, and all of a sudden, a big hole goes into the wall. What do you think would happen at a jail? Do you guys imagine that all hundreds and thousands of prisoners starts running out of the jail, right? They start running out of the big hole. They start saying, I'm out of here. And it's just a free-for-all as everyone starts trying to get out of it. It's the same exact thing, right? this actually is a perfect example as my last trade, right? Did anyone watch this video that I posted last night? Right? This video that I posted last night is 1 minute long. I want you guys to watch this. If you guys didn't watch it, it's kind of funny. Maybe it's not funny. I don't know. I think I'm funny. But again, make sure you guys go check this on out. If you guys haven't, check this out right here. I'm going to post this for every single person here. Listen in. Watch this. I'm going to show you how I was able to make over $800 in less than 30 seconds. Now, I don't know if you noticed or not, but the S&P 500 has been a little red over the last 2 days. And when I say a little red, I mean it's been the biggest drop we've seen in the last 10 years. So, what do I realize? I know, again, we've been on the bearish territory. Every single time that we have hit the downtrend, the bearish purple line, we have been rejected more times than I've been rejected back in high school. But we know if we went from bearishness to bullishness, buyers were going to move on in. And that's the whole thesis behind this play. When we go from bearishness to bullishness, stop losses are hit, buyer confidence moves on up. And the moment that I saw this trend line break, I started hammering on down. Bang, bang, bang! Getting as many entries as I could over on my prop firm accounts and really just started buying up shares over on the S&P 500. As this happens, sentiment shifts. As this happens, confidence moves on in. As this happens, if you're a put trader or a shorter, you start covering up your shares and we start seeing a huge influx of buyers start moving in. This all comes on down to just understanding once trend lines break, we do start seeing buyers and stronger sentiment start moving in. The next time you guys see a downtrend, realize that once you cross over from bearish to bullish territory, there's going to be an opportunity for you to be able to make a profit. That's it, guys. That's it. Easy as that, right? Easy as that. That's all we got to do. Easy as that sometimes. Recognizing opportunity, recognizing the chance, and here goes the bull to bear. Guys, could we see the bull to bear right here? Could we see the bull to bear opportunity? Should we be looking to enter over on this play right now? Guys, take a look over on the S&P 500, over on the bull to bear opportunity, bull to bear right here, traders. Stock market is flying right now as we are seeing the rip and run. Woo! So traders, oh man, we were playing the video right here. Look at the breakout. All the prisoners are running in. All the prisoners say, get me the fuck out of here. I'm getting out of here. The buyers are coming on in. The bulls are running. And they're saying, get me the heck out of here. I want to see it. So traders, look at this thing. I have not even entered over on my prop firm because I don't want to buy in at the top, but I definitely want to right here. This thing is still going. Look at the buyers fly on in. Look at the buyers. They're not stopping. Now, Dek, when is this going to have a little reversal here? This is definitely going to have a little reversal in the next few seconds. Traders, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that thing. I told you exactly what was going to happen. Now, Dek, we got to take a little step back, though. We do. We got to take a little bit of step back because we are going to definitely be hitting some strong resistance. I would say right at this area, if 506, 507, guys, we're still going. This is kind of nuts. Where is the next stronger area of trouble? 508.85, 508.85, guys, might want to hammer some puts. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to get there now. If we get to 508.85, I'm going to look to just hammer some puts back on down. And just because we are getting up to the price that's getting a little bit too high after just going on like a $20 rip. Right? We just went on a very big spike here. Guys, I am going to start entering in on some puts right here and start seeing if this thing is going to reverse. Okay? I'm entering on some puts right here. I'm clicking the sell button over here. Gonna see if this can drop. Guys, I'm in big. I'm in big right here. I'm up $1,700, $1,800 right now. $1,800 right now. Let's see if this thing is gonna fade and fall and drop back on down. Guys, $1,700, $2,000. $2,000, guys, looking for this reversal. Come on. $1,000, $1,200, $1,400. Man, this is so close. Let's see if this thing can keep on dropping big. I want to see a red candle form. Red candle form at this time after we just came up to that 508.50 mark. So right now, traders, I'm watching to see, can this market keep on fading and falling? Right now, it's at that. Seems like there's like a disconnection. Why is there a disconnection between the S&P 500 on my chart right here? There's like a weird disconnection right now. The S&P 500 over on my trade ideas chart is like lagging, it looks like. This is not good. Okay, that's not good. Why is the S&P 500 lagging over on my chart at this moment, but not lagging over on Lightspeed? Seems like S&P 500's a little behind, which kind of just threw me off there at the moment, and that's not good because I'm currently in the red. Let's see if we get a nice pullback, Dek. Are we going to be adding at all? No, I'm not going to be adding. Guys, little heads on up. S&P 500 might be a little bit behind. Focus more on your level 2, and I'm actually going to bring over a Lightspeed chart instead. Lightspeed chart, bringing this on over because right now, Dek, I did jump on in. I was looking at that 508.50 mark. I thought I was in the red big as we were down to 505, but really at this time, guess what was happening? I was actually losing. So again, S&P 500, watching. What the heck? My position just got... I hit the max loss on the day. I hit the max loss on the day. Wow. Wow! Well, max loss on the day on the prop firm. That's not fun. At the same time, I will say what is fun, though, is, again, the breakout. I was not expecting this big of a breakout. Guys, look how big this breakout is. Look how big this breakout is. Look how big this breakout is right now. Look at the S&P 500 going crazy. Okay? So, man, traders, I was not expecting this big of a break. This is me being open and honest with you. I was expecting the break from the bear to bull side, or the bear to bull side. I was expecting that. I was expecting the break from here, as we talked about, where we were going from bearishness to bullishness. What I was not expecting is 495 to 517. Let me just be honest with you. I wasn't expecting a $20 spike. Okay? That's me being straight up. That's me being open with you. That's me being honest. All right? So, I want to make sure that you guys are all good. So right now, traders, S&P 500 has just gone crazy. I did hit my daily loss, though. I hit my daily loss over on the prop firm because that thing just went way higher on up. Was there some sort of announcement? Was there some sort of meeting? Was there some sort of something right here? I'm looking over on CNBC to see if there is anything right now. There's not. So we got a lot of great opportunity across the board. How's like Apple doing and such? Apple's got a nice move here today as well, right? Apple's had a great move, right? We're seeing a lot of action towards the upside. We're seeing a lot of possibilities. We're seeing a lot of just great trades here. So look at this. We are seeing, again, this big play. We have a 90-day pause on tariffs. Little heads on up, guys. 90-day pause on tariffs. Guys, look at this. 90-day pause on tariffs. 90-day pause on tariffs. So look at that. That's what just came on in. That's what led to this move. That's what, again, just got on that spike. That's what everyone is saying right now over on social media. I don't have a link on that just yet, but that's what's leading towards this first kind of big rip and run all the way back on up. So 90-day pause on tariffs is what just made that thing spike all the way back on up that hard. We just went so far, guys, on almost a $40 spike from the low of the day. The low of the day today is 481.60. The S&P 500 is now back at 520. Oh my. Guys, this is one of the biggest green days we have seen in years. And this is, again, the big thing that I talked about. Oh, here we go. This is awesome. A little side note, so this is what my this is what my retirement guy just put me in. So he just put me in this morning. You guys know how I've been talking about that? So let's see here. Let's see. I'm showing you guys exactly what my retirement is that he put me in this morning. Okay, bringing this on over here. This is what he just sent me. He said, Sean, this is what I'm putting you in on. He goes, VST, Netflix, Meta, Uber, Apple, Google, Bros, Amazon, Kava, Microsoft, TRXH, Palantir, and NVIDIA. So again, right now here, traders, this is what he just threw me in on this morning. Okay, hopefully it was just in before all that. So again, these are all, again, my retirement positions that he just threw me in on. VST, let's freaking go. Netflix right here, let's freaking go. Meta right here, let's go. Uber right here, let's go. Apple right here, okay, beautiful. Google right here, all right. So again, basically what I have, as I've been talking about, I have a $110,000 in cash position. $110,000 in cash. I again emailed him earlier this morning. I said, hey, we got to start getting aggressive. The stock market's down again 25%. He just threw me in again. Dutch Bros, BROS, Amazon, Kava, Microsoft. I mean, he's doing his thing over there. So shout out to, again, my retirement financial advisor. Shout out to you, buddy. Hey, I had to say, we got to jump in. We can't miss this opportunity. We can't miss this opportunity. We got to jump in. We got to get ourselves moving here. Deck, can you post those? Yeah. So guys, do you guys want me to post what I'm in on retirement now? This is my retirement fund account. So right now here, traders, we're definitely going to get little pullbacks here and there. We're definitely going to be getting these little spikes here and there. But man, what a crazy move. What a crazy move that was. So that is what we're currently seeing at this time. So I'm trying to still find like a link. It says 90-day pause for all countries except China, considering not 100% yet. So that's kind of, so that's what we have at this moment. So that's where we're at this time here, traders. I want to make sure that you guys are completely understanding the spike that we just saw. It did just come on down from, of course, you know, a lot of excitement and hype from, again, the S&P 500 getting this very strong move. S&P 500 getting this very strong move, getting this very strong pop. And I mean, that has been absolutely awesome. I mean, that was a $40 rip right there. As I said, guys, I was not expecting a $40 spike. I thought me entering from 493 to 508 and seeing a $15 rip, I thought I was being smart. I thought I was being a smart trader saying, hey guys, I'm getting involved on this play. I'm getting involved on this opportunity after a $15 spike. I thought I was being smart. So right now, S&P 500, still, again, a lot of weakness. How did Apple do there? Apple had a nice little recovery, back on up towards that, 187 area. So right now here, traders, we are, again, sitting back, waiting and watching, waiting to see what we have. Man, the markets did recover, though, pretty nicely right there. I mean, that's a nice little recovery that we have. We came back on down. I'm sure we're still going to be floating right around, that 510-ish mark for a little bit here. Does anyone here think, let's just, again, I mean, guys, this is nuts. To me, though, to be frank with you, like, this is so crazy here. This is so crazy. Hold on one second. My guy's hit me up. He says, Sean, my guy just emailed me and said, Sean, I don't know how we did it. He goes, I don't know how we did it, but we may have just timed that perfectly. Okay. Hey, I'm fired up right now. So right here, traders, let's again see if this is going to be able to keep on fading and falling. Just heard it on CNBC. Right now, traders, we are seeing we are seeing such crazy movement in this market. It is not normal for the S&P 500 to be moving $15 plus a day. It is not normal for the S&P 500 to be moving like $15. Guys, look at this. The S&P 500 is coming right back down to where it started. How insane is this? The S&P 500 is coming right back down to where it started at this time. 500. Look at this. It's almost like, is it April Fool's? Hey, we have 90% tariffs. And then it's like, okay, massive rip and run. And they're like, well, hold on a second. Let's just see how good this is. Look at it again. SPY, Apple, everything dropping back on down. Now it's again crashing right back down to where it started. Look at this, guys. We're going back underneath 500. Guys, back underneath 500 now. Oh, man, look at this. Are we going all... Look at this. Are we just fading all the way back on down? Look at the volatility in this market. Guys, this is trillions of trillions of trillions of trillions of dollars. Just being made and sold. How insane is this market right here? This is trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. Did everything just give everything back as well? Guys, Apple just spiked up to 194, right back down towards 183. How insane is that? Look at this. Look at this. It is people right now, traders. People right now are making millions and losing millions. Right now, people are making millions and losing millions of dollars. Making millions and losing millions. So yeah, this SPY right here, traders, it's nuts. It's definitely wild. I mean, the S&P 500 is acting like a penny stock right now, guys. The S&P 500 is legitimately acting like a penny stock at this moment. It's acting like a penny stock. Again, as I already stated, these are all the plays that, again, my financial retirement guy just put me in this morning. So all of these plays, I am in on all of these. For again, my portfolio. Right now here, traders, we are seeing a lot of weakness across the board, though. A lot of weakness across the board. What did NVIDIA get a bounce back towards? Just a little heads on up. What did NVIDIA bounce back up towards? NVIDIA almost got back up to 100. It went from 86 bucks back up to 100, then again crashed right back on down. So, man, this whole entire week is going to be active. This whole entire week is going to be crazy. This whole entire week, traders, is going to be nuts. That's the crazy thing, guys. Whole entire week is going to be crazy. Whole entire week is going to be nuts. Whole entire week is going to be, definitely a wild one. Definitely a wild one. So right now, team, we have NVIDIA starting to get a little bit of that fade right back on down. Still seeing a lot more weakness. Don Dalos, I was down in the red $400. Now I'm right back in the green, up $400. Just riding out this momentum. Now again, the S&P 500 back underneath 500 at this time. 500 trying to hold up as support. I mean, hey, the S&P 500 here, team. You know, we have now gone from 616 down towards around 500. 616 down towards around 500. And here comes the SPY with the weakness. Guys, I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen in my 10 years of trading a $40 spike on the S&P 500, a $40 spike in the S&P 500, and then again moments later give back $25. I mean, this market, the closest thing I've ever seen in this market, closest I've ever seen, is going to be in 2020. And 2020 was the closest I've ever seen. Let's go back to 2020. It might take a second for me to scroll back down here. But 2020 here was the closest I ever seen in that manner, where we did have like very hard drop, then crazy spike, then very hard drop, then crazy spike, then very hard drop, crazy spike type of deal. Oh man, let's see here. Was that pause all just like one big rumor? Right now, again, no one in the White House. Trump advisors feud with each other over tariffs. So is this just like, let's say, a rumor? So that, let's see here, guys, because S&P 500 is, again, fading back on down. S&P 500 is getting weaker. S&P 500 is dropping here. Could this just be one big rumor that, and that's not anything that's actually going to be happening? I mean, I feel like a rumor like that to get started, and is that insider buying? Is that manipulation? Hey, let's go on a $30 rip in the matter of minutes, and then let's give it all back. Now, right now, there's no confirmed link. There's nothing on CNBC. There's nothing on like like Fox. There's nothing that's 100% confirmed that says, okay, hey, this is going to be like, this is it. So there is nothing 100% confirmed at this time in that manner. So we will see, guys. Very, very active, very, very wild market that we've had. Very crazy. All right, traders, we will see what we get here. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, this market, let's go through some penny stocks. Penny stock plays, JNVR coming on down. Penny stock plays, BJDX not doing too much. Penny stock plays, CHSN. Penny stock plays, all of these plays right now. I really wouldn't focus on penny stocks. All right, I wouldn't focus on penny stocks right now. We have one of the most insane, crazy markets right now. And we basically just went on a drop to massive spike to drop right back on down. We've seen drop to massive spike to drop right back on down. The S&P 500, we have gone into full detail on this play for the last 3.5 hours. It's now 10:30. We've been talking about this since 7 a.m. this morning. What it comes on down to is I have now put in a good portion, not all $100,000 or $110,000 in my retirement account, but I have put in a good portion of my retirement account. And again, if you guys want my same exact retirement account, this is it. Again, this is what I talk about with, of course, my financial advisor. And I know some people are like, Dek, why do you have a financial advisor if you're so good at stock trading? Guys, it's like being part of a team. I like to hear what he's listening to. I like to hear what he's going from. I like to give him my feedback. I like to say, hey, I like this company. He likes to hear from me. Why would I not want to surround myself with the best of the best? That's why I'm part of TradeCaster. I want to hear what you guys are thinking. So right here, traders, these are all the plays that I am now in for, again, my retirement. Okay? These are, again, all the plays that I'm now in for my retirement account. Okay, so it's like 5%, 10%, 10%, 5%, 10%, 5%, 10%. This is all spread out for, again, Sean Dekmar's retirement account if you guys are interested in something similar. Okay, so I want to give you guys this because I work with a very, 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 very high up financial advisor saying, Sean, don't worry, by the time you're 60, you're going to be all set. We, again, waited for this drop. I've been sitting in a 5% interest savings account. And now, again, we're starting to get ourselves going. So I want to make sure that you guys are all good. You guys are understanding it all, okay? That's all set, and then we'll be all ready to rock and roll. Traders, as you guys know as well, next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are going to be having our Black Friday sale. Every single thing that we offer on TradeCaster will be 50% off next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this will be the last sale until Black Friday in November. All right, we will not be having any other sale until Black Friday in November. Little heads up for you guys, okay? So if you guys are interested in upgrading your membership, if you have ever said, hey, Dek, I love being with you, it's just too expensive, you literally have a 50% off sale on everything, okay? Make sure you guys take advantage of it. Make sure you guys are all set. I'm going to be back live tomorrow, and we'll be all ready to rock and roll, getting after it. 7 a.m. all the way until around 10:30, 11 o'clock, as we always do, and we're always, again, going to be excited for and getting ready to rock and roll on. Traders, we are jacked up, ready to go. Rainbow Benz, Dek, do you have any stop losses for those in your retirement account? Nope, that's my retirement account. So again, retirement account, I can't touch that. Like, I physically can't touch that money until I'm 61. So the thing is, I cannot touch that money until I'm 61 years old. So do I think the stock market is going to be higher than the price of $4.90 when I'm 61 years old? That's going to be in another 31 years. The answer is yes. Dek, are there any fees to watch you trade live every day? Correct, there is. Yes, so again, every single, month, whatever membership you are on, if that's a monthly, semi-annual, or annual monthly, or you're a lifetime member. So again, just a little heads on up, starting next week, the lifetime membership will be 50% off. So it will actually be as much as if you pay for 1 year. If you pay for 1 year, you are going to be having lifetime access to TradeCaster where you will never have to pay again. Dek, if you want a year of access and you pay for 6 months, you are going to have an entire year of access. So whatever everything is, basically double it and you'll be all set. The best, again, deal out there will be the lifetime membership, where if you pay again for 1 year, if you pay again 50% off, you'll have access for years to come over on TradeCaster. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. Make sure you guys are getting ready to take advantage of that, and make sure you guys are fired up and excited about that, because that is going to be absolutely correct, absolutely amazing, and absolutely awesome. So guys, that's going to be great. This market at this time, again, the big thing I want you guys to say, and I will show this again, it's take a screenshot if you guys are on YouTube, take a screenshot if you guys are on TradeCaster, take a screenshot if you want to bring this to your financial retirement advisor. This is what Sean Dekmar is in. Right now, I've just entered, not my full portfolio, but a good chunk of it on these plays for, again, my next 31-year retirement. So if you guys are seeing the stream right now, you guys are pretty lucky campers, because this is what, again, I am sitting on. Okay? This is what I'm in. This is what I'm sitting on. This is how it's broken on down through my portfolio. I believe, again, I'm only in, though, about 60% of my portfolio. We are still waiting another 40 to 45% if the market keeps dropping lower. So this is not a 100% entry. This is out of my retirement account, about 60% of my retirement account. Okay? So I am definitely entering right now on all of these positions, showing every single person. What's the date right now if we ever want to kind of come back to the archives? Monday, April 7th of 2025. Monday, April 7th of 2025. This is when Sean Dekmar is entering these positions for his, again, retirement. Hey, let's watch this video in 31 years and let's see this thing be millions. Millions. All right. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I love it. Amazing job. Amazing work. And obviously absolutely fired on up for every single person. All right. Guys, do you guys need anything whatsoever? Please let me know. Happy to help you guys on out. Any other final questions, comments, concerns? Any final questions, comments, concerns, anything that you guys need in any sort of way, please let me know. You guys are all good. I'll post this for you guys over in Tradecaster so you guys have it. Guys, look at the SPY. Still, again, getting a little bit of that weakness right now. SPY getting a little bit of this weakness. SPY still has a lot of little opportunity, still fading on down. Hey, I got you. Happy to help. Happy to help with every single person. Happy to help with every single trader. And guys, as I said, we are going to be back here live, ready to rock and roll. Back here live and ready to rock and roll tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern time. I felt like this last 4 hours have just flown by. Am I alone here, guys? Am I alone? I felt like this was the quickest morning of our life. I have been live streaming since 7 a.m. We are coming up to 4 hours on this live stream, and I felt like it's been 30 minutes. I feel like it's just because it's been nonstop action. I feel like it hasn't been 4 hours. It just hasn't been. Okay, so things are just going crazy. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I absolutely love you. I love this team. I love this community. I love everything that we represent here over on Tradecaster, growing and learning and becoming better and better and better. Traders, help me wrap this thing on up. I love you guys. Let's do it, traders. In 3, 2, 1. We will be live tomorrow, getting ready to do it and getting after for every single trader. Let's get after. I'll see you guys then.
Our bodies touch and the angels cry. Leave this place, go back to yours. Our lips first touch outside your doors. All night what we've got in store. Whisper in my ear that you want some more. And I'll cheers in my pants. This really never happened, you can take my word. I won't apologize, that's just absurd. Maybe your fault from the way that you dance. And now I cheers in my pants. Don't tell your friends or I'll see you're a slut. Plus it's your fault you were rubbing my butt. I'm very sensitive, someone say that's a plus. Now I'll go home and change.
Just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Why'd you have to go away from home, me love? Why'd you have to go away from home, me love?
I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man, they say who murdered 3. Strange things have happened here, stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hay tree.
So honey now, take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000
It's such a good vibration. It's such a sweet sensation. It's such a good vibration. It's such a sweet sensation.
I wanna but I'm broken hearted. But I like to party. But I got nobody here on my own. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Since the day we parted. But I got nobody. So I do enjoy.
It's such a good vibration. It's such a sweet sensation. It's such a good vibration. It's such a sweet sensation.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Tell me something good. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for?
And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
I can't believe you've done this.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend. She's upset. She's going off about something that you said. She doesn't get your humor like I do. But she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see you belong with me? You belong with me. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck my blue eyes and cute face come with the tears I cry, my lips you taste. Speak all my little lies. I got red nails that you can't resist, but my hands sometimes might turn to fists. And if you say you want someone perfect, well, I'll be honest, I'm not flawless. But if you want me, you get honest. Could end up bad, it's honest. So if you wanna leave, keep the change. I'm no goddess, but you can't go changing on my shit. Ain't the tough through no options. Baby, you can have it your way. You don't need a dollar, 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 dollar. You get me all rockin', nada, 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 nada. If you got a buck, you blues. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. Don't be mad, I want to see that you want it. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me.
Scotty doesn't know, so don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know, so don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know.
On booze in the house of blues. It's the
What the fuck though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the fuck though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. You a roughneck, I'm a cutthroat. You a tough guy. That's enough jokes. Then the sun died. The night is young though. The night is still shine. In the rough hole. What the fuck though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the ones go? It's a shit show. Put your front row. Talking shit, bro. That's a tough show.
Bugging me, Mark's back.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you